mamunyina akwaba eba final whistle dwumadie a memenda bia ye different Kessben 0.3 live on Kessben television so ye debra oba wo bia ye chechamo na memenda 3 hours dumienu ena bidafo nyina ebe pagye na Ali Baba Dankambari ene ziganom atrase breaking news din every dumienu echo fisa break ko ide ya gudie mu nsam kwa weekend free adwada papem ene memendei na weekend ye trase na ya brobro kukudam no so fufura beka ho no na ye de aka ho enso de amamo ode de eba beka ho na SCP enam senti na tai ebie lines no mamu bema echechere mwadua de mwanya kwan na odwumu nyina no ene kwan bia so ese ebie to ansa na discussions ahodo no bebre enso ye de abrem mamu nyina akwa baba program yi eso Tony Montana Trance de amanone nsem no ebre as usual ye be ko Europe na yakohwe leagues no major ones no na matches ahodo a ekoso ewo 11:30 yi enyasam ketu Manchester United Old Trafford omne Everton match kasiepa sa enso na ebo no mienu Chelsea enso ene Southampton nemo match amanfo ani die chiri pa Man City and Liverpool eno 3:30 nyakopon boa ochina La Liga no mu match kase bako Atletico Madrid enso ene Barcelona and the betai so Tony say match ni ene right and 7 p.m. okay ebe Griezmann Suarez against Barcelona match kasepa na oko Philippines ampamjo Manny Pacquiao ayina eni so ye boxer kakraka enche kra ana retire officially odiatum wa file for president of our Philippines enyasam kitu akra 2022 May and about one bekoso wo Philippine memu na Tony enyasam kitu enye asam kitu akra yes asa agra sisi odiatum wa file yes
ambition
yeah
for the Canada level
yeah na odi mayor bi na aye ni running mate Tony de hunsem nyina enso bebreye sisi ne ba no na eba be si na why boxer enso ase ne papa and munyam all right your other stories so we will clubs no mu stories be hey Mauricio Pochettino what is obasan ko Tottenham and Yabre so this almost happen din na dey be ma Pep Guardiola no not Pep Guardiola Jurgen Klopp Barcelona Monteti and so Monteti and some who if we clubs no some baby and so na ye de Bremo Sanso and our court tennis yatete said doubles I mean TB though say Roger Federer one Rafa Nadal Ombeko Fako doubles awa yebere sansemi enso nyina daben na sa games nyina no baso yebaga na be na ekoso wo maimu enso kudam no veteran no ana fe legend no mo de sebebre atutudwa yebere sansemi omo edi tudwa be wura clubs no makoye news how do free clubs yimu enso eba yabobo no pre-season Emma clubs how do be bre dey na ekoso was our pre-season how do you transfer stories how do clubs no we also assign we assign what we assign say and then yakmra e be hwemi pa sanso and Golden Boy Abdulrazak edin sembi etudwa wakasu no ne wakasu awako akan sembi na sansem no edie na journalist madwe yemo efa hon Black Stars ibe wura ko Ghana Football Association sensem kakra ni nyina no yabobo no ayede ebrom pamcho fa de beka hon die na otwi eto akoma so pa a pesenka odi hu sem kakra etudwa pamcho odi ba odi sabi attendie ni ade bia ba ana attack ni ade bia ba ni ade be so ntentema no ye be yiwa film visit na ye chechense mu no mnye sure say asa sensem ni bi enenanamu esremo a enti wudu de ba na boko watobo bia woni obi nya adwen wa ha de enti a woni ne nya adwen no na watobo no achechirim woni ne ya adwen na ofu ado kan so a na so na watobo na wachechirim boko fisa bi kom se dumienu ebebo final whistle dumedie no 055 15 999 055 15 99933 Monfa messages na yintintiem emra na yenso yankenkan emfa emamo. Tony Montana.
Award winner, good morning.
Say yeah, morning.
Godfather.
Okay.
At the Dean answer.
Nakopadum. Oh, Namiadum. Kajagum na man for them.
Yeah, met here for and for Quabani to find in summer air so uncle for a so when you join you in social media and make out say YouTube Kessben TV on YouTube and our Facebook and so bomade comment like Nesha Kessben FM on Facebook and so on so obet me I enjoy showing life in Temo Bibia Quabani Mobibiachi and Sanso and Domatesa Bibianam Koso and a Kessben media and so a ribum den while you best say at a few boxing na yako box na yako Philippines so mo and so I'm and say money pack you the presidential ambition was shemekena wa file and only our Kessben television so and our state house no on also ako picking the forms was submit to come officially about one air paso and May 2022 na oya senator obeso upgrading the home the president of Philippines emano into annual media timi course no and you showing the life of Kessben television so media central for amoko no na a day wa na omodosi ye papa na opekene the so former mayor Eddie Emma Malina State says oye House of Representative Eddie Emma Little Atienza papa no ena say oba no be running mate Eddie Emma Mani Park say bia ba official ne form no enso atimi asubmit May 2022 na Philippines abino omo enso abai elections no eno enso ebetimi abaso kama ye beto aso at the free tennis ne tennis so dia Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal omo eye kokodam na manfompo anim say omo eye akrafo because 20 Grand Slam titles no bia enso atimi abamodin omo enso atimi afa hwan na ekọ 21 sad news ni said this year omo mienu ye hu omo tennis court bia so biem because April enti omo bienu entim recover enti omo tennis ne career this season eno enso over na Laka Cup course so team Europe ebomodin a omo winning against Team World no na Rafa Nadal on echo IG Instagram and oko dase ebo European team na baso say omo enso team winning and o tweet here say amnestia double no eyo no ene Roger Federer na man for team entwen kra we enso any news ono enso updating akotene sa yentimi ntwen say next year Laka Cup 2022 no yebehu I'm too great about tennis Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal so me no one side na omo enso ball against Team World Laka Cup na bibia enso team akoso kama while you be free hon na yakọ Europe and na matches outdoor enso course bi enso ba so enra na the French league no ene chance here enso the free enra game eno enso team ba so am learn rem esom kam no rem team ante ene about no me Samon pay ene Strasbourg ball ena no so OJ so ene start breast ebehia na me aduma am ochina kwasie about no dubako ren any Paris Saint-Germain na ebo no mienu ange ebe Chamet Lorraine ebo Clermont Monaco betan Stade Louis any Girondin Bordeaux Nantes ebo Troyes Lille Olympique Marseille na Saint-Etienne any Olympique Lyon enso edi afreso standards no after 8 games say rem week 9 Paris Saint-Germain edi kan 24 points Lyon at a second 18 points Marseille at a third ekita 14 18th Met 19th Brest and a Saint-Etienne etwa 1 enso our 3 points abo 8 games po enya winning match draw me ensa etima ba accumulated 3 points kama enso that 1 man enso struggle den na yeberum enso our German Bundesliga and na one match etimi eba so FC Cologne Greater Fort kamensa Greater Fort Kanu back home and about 130 games no ebi baso na Borussia Dortmund etna Signal Iduna ebetwen Augsburg ebenya Wolfsburg and Borussia Mönchengladbach Stuttgart ebetwen TSG 1899 Hoffenheim Hertha BSC Berlin ebaba Freiburg na IB Leipzig about 4:30 and FC Bochum enso abo ochina kwasie Mainz 05 ebetwen Union Berlin Bayern Munich about 3:30 Ghana time and Eintracht Frankfurt ebebo na Arminia Bielefeld and Bayer Leverkusen enso abo enti week 7 Bayern Munich edikai Our 16 points. Leverkusen at our second 13. Wolfsburg at our third. Our 13 and our Dortmund at our fourth one. Enter our 12 points. A quarter on 16th air Mena Belford, 17th air FC Bochum, and 18th air Greater Fulton. Enter 1 point in T. Elus Makuma Kunsia. I draw back up. Na Plesa. And 9 air for Mamashimos Ghost. No, Ellen Holland. Washa 7 goals, Robert Lewandowski, and so Abomadia, no, and so a team Asher 7 goals, oh, Honomo, Nan, a better Stannis, now, Paminic Abomadia, and so Edikan, why in a bet team Afasan, I'm titled Wafui, our German, I'm a Bundesliga, now, you bet to us one. Italian Serie A and now one match team so a carried catch you any Venezia match in Emma in 2 goals are Omokote goals no much carried catch you Shebako I'm a Venezia and so a Shebako and a Potronquan Salentana and Genoa and no 9 touring Dublin Ebaso Torino and Juventus airport with a Derby Cassia and so about set 45 and a Sassuolo and Inter Milan and so airport or Chinakwesi about 10:30 a.m. a Bologna and a Lazio Donko Verona and Spezia the same time as Sampdoria and Udinese Fiorentina Ebepon Napoli sama chine ne epon onaya na Roma any Empoli so abo eno ayo ochina nonum Atlanta any AC Milan match no ayo ochina kwesi 6:45 na sa match no enso Barcelona Napoli ekita 100% record e Serie A abo 6 games enya 18 points eno ayo maximum AC Milan at that second ekita 16 points win 5 a draw back enso at that second Inter Milan defending champions at that third on the league log 14 points and so ekita Jose Club Roma at that fourth on the league log in Tiema Juventus at that 10 from there actually pepe on 15 ekita 8 points out of 6 games enso team Apple 18th Spezia 19th Cagliari and 20th so Salernitana na players so the Capo Cannonieri and players for the golden butcher Immobile our last was 6 Eden Dzeko the butcher of Sarajevo or 5 yebenya Destro or Genoa or 4 goals na for Yao Pedro enso our Cagliari enso team Atlanta na makuma 9 enso Italian Serie A more you call the Spanish Premier League and a match so I was San Mames Atletico Bilbao any Deportivo Alaves Yebenya Osasuna Sene upon Amudumienua any Rayo Vallecano airborne Mallorca Ebetra Levante Cadiz any Valencia match 4:30 na bonon so match will be Atletico Madrid at Stadio Wanda Metropolitano SC Barca also at the FA Suarez and then Antoine Griezmann trefi at former club and also Barca and a bonon so na some match in Ebaso Yamia Dumochana a real Dumienu Alche and a Salta Vigo nan Ebono Mienua Espanyol any Real Madrid ball and 2:15 p.m. Ghana time Hetafin Ebe Sociedad Villarreal Ebe Train Betis Nafi Granada and so any Sevilla and so upon after 7 games year week 8 Real Madrid Edikan Ekita 17 points Sociedad at that second 16 Sevilla at that 4 third on the league log 14 points Atletico Madrid at that 4 and so Ekita 14 points Barca Etoson about 6 games 12 points and so at that 7th on the La Liga table 18th Granada 19th Deportivo Alaves and Getafe Etratwa and so any point bia and drop our class 7 matches and so team Elusun na Benzema no and the lead for the Pichichi La Liga cooking chart 8 goals and a Benzema match Mikel Oyarzabal also Sadat 195 Vinicius Junior was 5 goals or Marco Asensio or 3 and the first 4 players Ashe most goals all La Liga now Remember the Makuma copy and Sao Honoma goes na ban and also Eban and so 200 no eliki goes brutal na yakwa the Premier League and then games hot dewa ebesha say 11:30 Ghana Temano Payashe Sheshe Manchester United among Everton but Old Trafford the ball no me no games are ever so barely Everton turf more any Norwich airborne or Stamford Bridge Chelsea any Southampton Ebeshia Leeds United Watford Wolverhampton Wanderers Everton Molineux and so any Newcastle airborne and above 4:30 Brighton any Arsenal match no and so ever so or China Kwesi Saturday, Crystal Palace and Leicester ball. Some match 1 p.m. Ghana time as game no and so Tottenham Hotspur the same time. Now I'm on Aston Villa and so Asian West Ham and Brentford ball and at 3:30 a big game of Premier League obi enso penny and no Man City to Liverpool Anfield na sa match no enso team aba so Ghana time no 3:30 or china sa game no so Liverpool edikan 14 match pair and Liverpool first and Man City moto pair and sa match no very very dicey. Liverpool first 14, City second equita 13, Chelsea third, our 13, United at that 4th, our 13, Everton at that FIFA, and our 13 to Man United match, no, and no answer two clubs are. Points no Man United 13, Everton or 13 and area ya some match no and so Basso na over man. I'm 11th, Tottenham Hotspur, but before 11th, no, Arsenal for at 10th, and so ekita 9 points, na 18th, list, 19th, Burnley, and the chat one, Norwich City, and so any point be after 6 games, will be and so at him apple, Michael Antonio, Golden Boot, no, or no. And I heard the kind or 5 goals on a Salah, O'Brien, at him Asher 5, Jimmy Vardy, and so Adriano Man, 3 players, or 5 goals, or Bruno Fernandes, or 4. Your Neil Mopey or 4 goals Ismail Sarr and so I'm what for that on and so 40 Ismail Sarr so I press a golden boot no on and so team aje we any place on and so promo den now you better pre-match conference outdoor and not no so 18 air course so first you better share safe or china big game so and no Man City to Liverpool or Anfield na club akasa or say Man City the best club in Europe into a China match no any easy cross same my club manager Liverpool or the Atuja.
Let me say like this, but sure, we are absolutely we are in a good moment. Let me say like this, but that's what you have to be to have a chance against them. They are still really, for me, probably the best team in Europe in the moment. So and it's a tough one. And a week ago or so, a little bit more than a week. Was today, last weekend, they played Chelsea, and everybody was talking about Chelsea, how good they are. They are good. Oh my God, they are really good. But City was clear better that day.
Also City from Britain last week in Pomle Chelsea before the game now Obria said Chelsea super prominent so Man City for could do a massive kama eto also to Paris Saint-Germain to me the best in Europe or China match and any easy match cry now Pep and so kasa or ball club about so or say if you saw no Pep starting the coaching career and the manager back what pushing is so well I'm a better manager a club the DSL Bayern Munich na omomienu a coach in the bonus league club a team will be prepared now game very very tough about Premier League so this City a bit Liverpool so a big match very very tough into club mum abo Pep am be better manager in Sema Pep Eddie Atuja.
He helped me his teams helped me to be a better manager. He put me another level to think about it, to prove myself what I have to do to be a better manager, with our teams to try to beat them, and that is the reason why I am still in this business. A part of try to win the title is, and there are some.
Well, no manager everybody Sky Blues, the citizens of Man City, and I attending Kano. Now, all of Ghana associate Man United manager and 11:30 a.m. Ghana time na all ball. If you saw all of I am pass 0 or criticize or tactics or say players a slow to watch show kwanya faso na obenya the best. Now all the three and send us our question we or cast no crib beer in the report and then a question at me also.
Moving the ball faster, Ollie. I've been reading that Cristiano has told you that the team need to move the ball faster to get the best out of him.
Oh yeah, that's another one. Wow, what can you answer to that? It's what we speak about, that's between us, but we've not had that discussion, to put it that way.
Well, in Ole Gunnar social Australia the Timpo to form and Sana Becas o Debbie, on Ronaldo, a drink commoding coma echo commons when quadie, no Crobia and so in Ronaldo and Meca say, man at the place, no a move born slower, it think a bayan communicate Janguna for born pass no, and no answer anything Emra faster, all and so at the bankers are rumona, and no answer ever told you and Rafa Bonites, manager. Adi Emma the toughest of Everton was a sam match and yes a beer or more and Ronaldo couldn't ball. Ronaldo you good dear, then so man United player beer, who also beer a team Emma United player. Intense man Benitez and so at the Atuja.
Cristiano is a great professional with his age, still is doing really well. So we have to keep an eye on him, but we have to keep an eye on the rest of the team. As I said before, they have so many good players that anyone can make the difference. So we have to be concentrating from the first minute until the last minute. You cannot concentrate just on one player, even if he's as good as Cristiano, when they have so many players around good enough. So we have to have a game plan, trying to stop them and trying to be positive and score goals. So,
Everton manager ne yɛtene nka no nti planning ne sɛ ebe stop team Man United ne sɛ bia Ronaldo nko as an individual na Rafa Benitez Everton team no enso ɛkɔ stop no yɛnkɔ Germany hall ɛna Bundesliga na Bayern Munich defending champions na ɔmo game enso ɛbɔ ɛna Lucas Hernandez ɔno nso ɔyɛ defender ɛma club no ɔsa deɛ baako ɛyɛ ne dɛ ɛwɔ German league ɛne sɛ ne team Bayern Munich players no bia ɛne bre so ɔmo kɔba match 3 points na ɔmo kɔkɔpɛ motivation was so pass every game no ɔmo enso ɛbɛtim anya 3 points. Lucas and so born playmate in Abason. Mario Gomez or a former German international or boy Emma Bayern Football Club Nepen. Now or the football at the Emma Bayern is so embound for so bear. So Omo Lewandowski almost for Ellen brought Holland. Or else Lewandowski a fit in quad and there's no need. And who ain't here blast me about Sikatuchi day Aquafan. Play and D Eddie ono Ellen Haaland and so every Dortmund and so Eddie Abba Yanko France na Marquinhos Paris Saint-Germain and so a captain was almost secret so far. Our French league so about 8 games na and Lucia unity our hopper Croye na se Croye na to so this season Paris Saint-Germain and so everything conquer Europe Roberto Mancini Zurich Italy and so a national team manager also no come Ado club football adanya Osoko Italian Serie A league a very competitive as a team bia area no amasa de nti ne kon ado so obetim aba na wabe manage club football no a whole national team manager Emma Italy the Azurius since ma ono enso e de atuja na Milan screenie a player ono enso epo Emma Inter Milan na oye central defender ne modern mono eso ne pa yente ne say Man United nya na omo enso epe na so me direct swap pompo Johnny Van de Beek ebeko akosina kan edi ama Inter ama Milan screenie enso etimi aba na obesi akan etimi edi ama Man United mo enso a club no UEFA edi the suspension edi ama referee Koniat Kake ono ane di AC Milan ene am club by fans Atletico Madrid match 90th minute oje penalty bia efi nsu ase no so na mfutre wo ho no eche nkroyi oje penalty etia AC Emma Suarez e convert sa referee ye show the picture of Kessben FM on Facebook and the Kessben televisions in UEFA 4 and so etim as suspend on the referee or in charge of VAR na ye be rem all twin dabia and so ebaso Juventus and Torino and so ball na Matthias deleted defender at the Emma the Bianconeri of Juventus or more and so a club no na the Oka NSM na match no anya is a crowd derby the derby do say I'm last to come on about more in the Champions League at Chelsea. Now it's a game, a very important game. Also 3 points, almost 8 and our bought Max Allegra Basso. Some manager na DNA and it's every game. Jive ebenya 3 points no and umpo eboa and my players no be a giant na so bono omo enso ebetim abo na omo abo ni ye na Federico Chiesa a player or form or ball at the Emma Amujivo no and the D Chelsea for Samo at the Emma Makaba Chelsea for and so and team and so far offers no banner yeah linking to so many almost all the big clubs no na Majivo for Ashiki Omwa some mama Chiesa contract extension that player no or team renew na or ball for long term at the Emma Juve or and so a club no Federico Bernardeschi on the Juve for person releasing it in the contract aka 1 year and likely say and so every team renew all home na Jose about Kessben and Abaso also small especially Europa Conference League a team echo zone Emma AS Roma echo Zoya so coming Zoya and team Antonio Kessben Oshego no and Jose Ebon about say aside the defensive abilities no was so the goal scoring so and Eboa Emma defender also a better player oh na ye co Spain na Guti a former player Emma Remade Football Club go say akonya ba se o me coach Barca Football Club awekwana and also why not I'm available or you available there and a boss in here I'm about the promo say I'm almost Saki Coman no Guti Emra and finally say or legend Edema Madrid no obetim aqua 14 Barca and so coach anche bia numera and na Guti edit tweet about say oh nature say ya grow na wodi want me na man for ndi agro kakra na yenim say e pressure na corner so some man for of Madrid e bonachi say obi a oye legend oye great so na oka say wada no dua broni obekochi Barca because team ni available nya onso ope oba bontin ebe di bank say e agro na no odi with sa commenter ono enso etim emeki ye na ananyume e bono nso a e Atletico Madrid any Barca omo enso ana airport na Diego Simeone e manager enso Atletico Madrid also no deal o sympathize with Ronald Koeman because onim Koeman do no so ebetim aye Koeman oye one of the best coaches omo enso o wiase na Koeman was show a lot of character in match e boss and the match no and no enso enye fedi agro to adosa we and the first time omo any boss e boa Messi omobi nenso no enche match na Atletico Madrid na efiri say omo enso ebetim ahye na Messi ko ye ne ontim empo enti Atletico Madrid the player back and depa a goalkeeper friend say Jean Oblak or funny trading because the entire trading and say Messi Ashan 18 times. Messi Ashan Makumako 10 goals than Messi. Etimi Amana Peke Bon F1 Lancaster net and na Messi Oko Paris Saint-Germain team Embo Emfa Inter 18 Jean Oblak any player goalkeeper also a very very fortunate ahead of a net 7 p.m. Ghana time game and no enso Ebason Ike Garcia so also a former goalkeeper at Emma Remade Football Club also league no a early days yet as ye shas here and check cran Nenso Madrid show science league no omo enso ebetimi agenti obone former team no omo enso abaso Fernando Morientes obekai na or form brutal or striker or boy Emma Remade Football Club about Premier League no ever trust so Emma Liverpool na Morientes halfway Ballon d'Or you can say ko be straight away yemfa Emma Benzema because Benzema wa chere say wodi Ronaldo ade kam obia Enfi Ronaldo tipo bia or sefata say Ballon d'Or ye de man straight away Karim Benzema na was it 24 18 e dey abaso body no enso Emma no na Mauricio Pochettino former manager Emma Tottenham Hotspur now manager Emma Paris Saint-Germain no so Tottenham for Edda so di na chi o omo enya Ombejano no Espirito Santo kwan because papa no the morning ate e dey about from the started 3 games now wa share 3 nya say omo next 3 games no omo lose no nyina enia man enhye da enfa na no na omo say Chelsea Pochettino so be free Tottenham or be free Paris Saint-Germain back be coach Tottenham omo enso club no Jimmy Carragher Liverpool for anka enso a omo ebe kai asre na Salah waye bi ama Liverpool osenka club mpo ede na no tum na omoma player no contract extension na so club okwa pre-match and post match na ebisa Salah ne contract na kodu sen a o se waja ede amampanifo na no ana Jimmy Carragher obope ama Liverpool sade na club no enya ade no so ebetim aboa na se de Salah in 25 years time in the Liverpool fans no omo enso ebe se player no obeye bi ede ema club no Frankesi and Man United for nya bre pass omunya na omo enso epe oye midfielder obo enso ema AC Milan omo enso e club no yakwa the Gunners Arsenal fonso so ya Gabriel defender e de ema the Gunners also no dear OGDA Salanta and Derby team so last Sunday Emma Tottenham ebeje miensa kama e de show mo no sa match and the 10 Arsenal for omo enso fortunes a turning point no po a big statement sa fui Arsenal for call the right direction na Chelsea Thomas Tuchel what declare intention say onya Lorenzo Insigne from Napoli ono enso a player or very fast or move ball quicker or team eba number 10 eba wins eba jiball eba infin eba fa ball the ball attack ain't in the contract aya on Chelsea for nya omo enso epe we any idea ono enso eba enye fedia go Michael Owen or predator say Chelsea eba Chelsea na the come here no Amsterdam omo enso team enwa Inaki Williams o make history ono kwa any player 203 games consecutively at 203 wabo games now bought to sa choko babu kompo ebedem enra omo enso etim eri na before the game no omo enso etim ebona baso Sergio de sorry mino riola or super agent Emma Erling Haaland na yentia ne say 43 million pounds. 43 million pounds. And sika obedi mani a year. Eri ama and the client Erling Haaland say Paris Saint-Germain for air pena. When you say BS accommodate tonu sika a year obeje no and 43 million pounds. Sa jonti yenye na so ne fancy na menim de meno rola or pay wo wiase. Na say be a transfer fee a year sika player no pay the amount no 43 million pounds. Na say PSG for no ebetua omon sempa.
Na se no huska ono ankasa kra pay free Chelsea.
Ai.
Ono ankasa.
Ono me bobo ni bi o broker deal.
Deal the kekere. Ska open. Okay. Tony Montana yebeda se na fi ko strong room ho na kobwa Samenom sound na onyadwuma. Na Saturday ya won chade on.
Oh Saturday sikane de ho.
Okay.
Se pese cha road ya tun dewa.
All right. So prepare nipa bako on. Na yem chana de na weekend yi. Also emfa credit engu ni phone so. Osha Kessben television sanso na utie Kessben 93.3 Kumasi Kessben 92.9 Accra and important hu nyina Ghana and ewiase afa na nyina no ubia etioko Facebook Kessben FM YouTube Kessben television Kessben TV but my live ewo ho enyina fa wo de beka ho ene aye memendai mesi utimi ediba question o de o na obisu busa asem na wo ho adwenkyere bia utimi de fasa line na me de tu dwa no so na o kire wadwen 05515999933 o de faswa na yahwe ediamao e say de di nkan abay Bismarck osi o Dansuman post office Bismarck say as I do lay your pundits join the debate from Dansuman Post Office, who has been the most outstanding right back for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. Omanipa 3, 1 Osi Samuel Inkum, 2 Franka Mankwa, and 3 Aziz Ansa. Sa nipa miensen, why na wode ne dikai, why na den betoso mienu, why na wode no ebetoso miensa. Bibi ti say no, wo de ba. Na so mo am wo ho adwenkyira. Na masa de fasa line na so na fi da church adwen e de afa ho. We da fo nyina transi. E be hwe na ya baba nsem no mu kakra. Ansa de wo bia no ye de abremo. J Didaya, good morning. J Didaya, the shop JD. Oh hefa michiao sanso and ameko KCC South Intreso Trust Care Hospital or trawa mpamjo menyan ntese da hot din Kessben television mo here Muslim assalamu alaikum woni group no woni nkofo amwo a shop ho nyina no ya chia mo nyina okay mami hwe we good morning. I'm watching the show from Adujama. I want Mr. Newton to demonstrate how Chelsea is going to play against a team that defends from a deep position in order to limit the amount of space the opposition has to exploit. Okay. One for DMO. Okay. And so no. Corona or free so no Adujama and Ebae. Please, my question to Andy and Fred. Have they ever been wrong on any issue? I ask this because of how they stress on their point, making it seem supreme on any other view. But the truth is, one can't be right all the time. Amuzu Daniel, Swami Magazine. Okay. And you're right all the time. Those who ubusa, no. When was Manchester City established? Fernando Morientes, with the way for Adansi Fumso, and Abeka show you and Anopay. We are Tintinsi and Pebebia for Abba, the Biamekao. So when would the management of Asante Kotoko put an end to the selfish way of doing things for Asante Kotoko? They will not do the right things. And if a journalist decides to criticize what they are not doing right, they will hide behind the supporters and insult them. Even to the point, some supporters found the great king Otumfuo as part of the team's problems, which we all know isn't true. It's time they have to accept constructive criticisms from journalists and any other person and start correcting their mistakes and do things right. They should stop insulting credible journalists who have worked so hard for their names. Mobetu kotoko na mobesan eja kotoko ako. Se wuntimi unyoma usi ukashiri enye. Wamfedi anka ho. Wamfa udi anka ho. Na udi pinu na se kentini guo. Minimso uwe bunwira. And also message out there about no pay. And so no. Tommy Lee, DH, watching the show from Odijama. I want Mr. Newton to demonstrate how Chelsea is going to play against a team that defend say we Medinkai Akai. The intended was the Ababe Tusu Ebium. But when can be you know Namian Sabi Enkao Nafi Abijafon Shasia Emaba and Senumu Emfa Emaye. Chelsea will win today. Kwabna Aware, Ana Aware from Tadi, and Lukaku will score today. Okay, they will buy and so I don't know. Yeah, to also Romelu Lukaku wouldn't have a smooth sail like he did with Inter Milan. The Chelsea team doesn't look sharp like the Inter Milan squad that won the Serie A last season. No player in Chelsea can give the super partnership Lautaro Martinez offered him. Greetings to my special Hajia Nasta Fiura Banda and the kids as well as Al Hassan Sule Banda. Okay. Fuseni Sule mtoto wa Sule Alaji Mama Saleh Firu Wanchi Banda line. Afi they also ode eba no. Last one. Nafi abija for Enshe Semu Kakra Emfa Emaye. Chelsea will win their match today. I'm William from Kenya in the Hafu region. Greetings to my one and only Amalodina. Wow. Amayina why? Okay. Bosses, good morning.
You are the boss.
So okay. So be
everything is fine.
Nothing what AC Milan.
It's a nice JC.
Okay.
And I love Milan.
The time behind the JC clubs
yeah.
Do a business on EFA. Na washe.
Yeah.
Our dear them say Sumudu.
Liverpool JC na nkasa osun crowd shots and yeah.
Nchira ne fibiasa. Okay.
What should say? What should say?
Lawyer kwa mbofu ye cheo.
We shall see ya done in Saneji Jano.
Adiga. Say okay. Yeah, super. Then mbani wasi utrasi na PC wa hana we were. But when nimpe so na duani nisi wona say hey.
Tell you when David when another.
But then now we from this one.
Bizano. And biscuit too na mkoino mikore.
The biscuit na when you have warriors are. Biscuit too.
And they want to see
he does so many things with aggression.
Na milo bianca mi muso bikao.
And you make it Diana.
Okay, you but all right. You could no sign abranti we.
He does so many things with aggression.
Could no sign. I was say okay.
There back up na me pe say me share the girlfriend na me bisano. So you're aggressive on everything as well.
Awana.
Debbie.
Okay.
So you not me aggressive.
And we are very aggressive.
Sir, me yema juman dia. Juman nam dia.
Do time dia.
I did you cry banners we did ya. Say what to share the other so team say jack.
You going mako.
Last me pay so and I'm say Andy. They won't tobo.
Are you fighting with the
so you the end of pay. All right. You share stories in Muka cry. Adike.
You know, Kona Kaka Diana, interesting Kakra. I hope say Refikala and Microphoniti.
Kala can say
Refikalo and pass a comment. Achine say, and you can say,
okay.
Ye night, me know, and I think say Franco. Me United Fax, a born about Thomas Liman,
yeah.
Before Ebe Pierre Kalulu, and sir,
okay.
And I see Davi.
Osisano Huno.
Osisano, yes. Osisano say. Huno say first born Milan defender nensa.
Okay.
Refikala say ko be na otwumi no ndwam kra hada. Nti do on pass e come.
Fufu bi ayi hono stadium area ho. Ono pa be 6-9 ready.
I do kwa otnasro. Na um dey France abrelo. O protocol.
Okay.
Sejo. Nti I hope say your referee AI suspend o ma ye ka bi e ma o mo say obema referee akọ year obema referee akọ 1.5 year and it's not the best.
Yeah.
But to have Kone Kake suspended in HRS say you UEFA fans will go to the extreme because you are talking about one of the best referees in the game.
Okay.
Or making a derby in the UEFA competition or UEFA Champions League in 2010. So this is a referee in FIFA World Cup big games where DB. Until your cup way back in 2014 World Cup. Abrana Omaya, your friend Argentina and Netherlands, boy in Sao Paulo in the semi-final, he was the referee. Again, a more rim fee set time and Chelsea airball the FIFA Club World Cup final between them and then Corinthians or Papa winners idea. Again, in 2014-2015 UEFA Champions League final, our Berlin Stadion, Barcelona vs Juventus, Papa winners idea. Again, Pierre Gine Liverpool airball the Parc des Princes, Conor Kake was the referee of Serginem. And my fee the Isco show our Koyen Vicente Cadron in Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. Papa we understand the big games, said you. What did be? But mistake or Koyen and penning fan channel. So a Koyen mistake here on fan honey. Omo believe the decision now taking in the last hour no. On your opinion now for the VR no. Oman taking a good decision. Yes, until you see a suspended. This is a big referee.
Mama, but we be am yahwe e ho no. Say mumu nsaka mama yahwe why sa goal na or G penalty ma
Luis Suarez
ko say also AC Milan tia suspended referee no any VAR assistant na.
This is a referee there be a Turkey no Shipa Galatasaray versus Fenerbahce. What did 12 times. IFSH ranking at the 7 best referee.
Wow.
And let's not forget, Sergio Nesta Pitana, the best referee inside America. Okoye mistake in one of the Brazil game in the Copa Americano. And no one Copa Americano no so mu uniform wa mabiu. Again, let's not forget, a referee I believe we say he's about the best European football in Mathieu Lahos. Obiare France ball now against Portugal, Kelly Mbappe ball, Nina saw dive or Koje penalty. No, be any son and be a final of the UEFA 2020 championship. No, but because of that particular mistake, according to UEFA, Koye Ninti, open a friend Mathieu Lahos said you on my man a chance for the final of the 2020 European Championship. Into suspending of referees and they say a punishing referees and you can be the best referee. Daniel Osatomanya almost fair share of this punishment.
Sammy Obi say sound no Sammy. Okay, Dwazo.
Daniel Osatomanya almost fair share of this punishment. Diego Cavallari now almost fair share. Hernandez, Jill Marzano, Matthew Lahos, Anthony Michael Oliver, Damis Comina, Bon Coopers. So all these referees, almost fair share of this punishment. Into referees are said you almost de bon answer on the floor of play there. I agree with and penny form that UEFA no say referee in as much as so I had the 7 best referee in the game of so much experience and the level of quality and the competence then you're in doubt no said you so almost suspending. I agree with them. So I was penny for suspending just to deter other referees because they do se unya Conor Kake obie ni mu wiase omo referees enya ni di na at this stage oko committee sad blanda na se do ye punish na oye referee na oti akiri a de na abaye oye Martin Atkinson mo
tensa kansa video no inti I don't know UEFA
Thomas Limani
crab defender no kransa ansana
ebo attacker
no sansana ko defender
Thomas Limani yes before I became
the 7th best referee.
Yes.
Oh, we are seeing Europe.
We are seeing according to IFHIS.
Wow.
On normal ranking as the 7th best referee. What the UEFA Champions League final da? What this semi-final of the World Cup da? And to be any Conor Kake, a Turkish referee. So do almost suspended for this particular mistake. Media no raha the announcement to us for the Milan against.
Mama wal new way mojuma. Intended to Emma Obi later or banner so on your region too. Good morning to you and the crew. Please let our answer this question for me. Between Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, who is the greater NBA player of all time, considering LeBron James's 4 rings, greatest of Presla and Presla Nana Amapukia of Tabia Herbal, or Sefrifa Mosky udi free Vienna Austria and Abreye. All right, thank you.
So me wo Milan ho ade na me hwe game o mo ne team of Atlanta Airborne. Milan performance no aso ani e o mu so almost struggle in the UEFA Champions League. Almost started so well, but in you omuye and omuye is against Liverpool, omuye is against Atletico Madrid. But in the Italian Serie A again, said you almost chance here last season. Ebi we are seeing Anko Yamfa.
Me as a Mr. Robert Tribune. Obi Busa indicate why was the referee punished? Why was the VAR referee also punished? Okay, didn't the center referee go to the screens to take the decision on his own? BM in the Busa same way. Your mouse screen and now we your mom and uncle.
Me, I don't remember.
I
don't remember.
Okay.
So maybe UEFA tap the communication between the two. In TB and Common course, no, it is either the VR assistant referee ignore it, and again the referee also ignore it. No taking the decision. So Kobasa, UEFA coercion ma what would you not part to send the panel theatre on Beckham boom. Someone more game than me and Koyi, and obviously the two people will have to be punished. And until nobody decides on best suspended the two referees. No, it's a due sanity.
Okay. The question from the Dansuman post office can breed confusion in every football discussion. The three right full backs for comparison were all super during the Asante Kotoko days. I'll rate Frank, the great Frank Bayinaba Mankwa, as the best and the greatest of the three. Aziz, the honorable answer, as number 2, and Samuel Ebwe Nkum as number 3. I like Mama Salia and the honorable Chirabaro.
No, my list is Adam Ismail.
Oh, Zana was like, oh, okay.
Just that.
Okay.
Just that. Frank Amankwa,
okay.
Frank Amankwa, Aziz, Samuel Nkum.
Sure.
Salamun Kumanche. But Frank Amankwa for commitment, dedication, super performance, and longevity.
Okay. All right.
Aziz Ansande, he's been my favorite. Honorable. My favorite.
Has there been any better right back than him?
After Nkum?
In the Kotoko, in the Ghana Premier League.
Than who? Aziz Ansah?
No. Nkum. Maybe the closest person will be Godfrey Saka.
Yes.
Okay. But you're from Pono, not a talented part.
Yeah, when you're longevity. No, longevity. Me, Magam said Godfrey Saka, do the Adriana Stars. There was Rosny, the Samuel Nkum, the Marco Toko.
Oh, sir.
That one is
longevity.
Yes, that's true.
And then, no.
Tabano the prize.
Yes, Saka Bob the Adriana. There was Rosny, the Samuel Nkum, and the Mas and Toko.
Okay. What did you do? Number 2 said number Canano. Fabra. Now, also tell what Ubia Samuel Nkum who say no, better. I say no. After you go for Saka.
Yes.
I've also Faka Honafi, Jumedino, NCP. Meant you.
Okay, Sadio. Enti, Gian Piero Gasperini's Atlanta versus the Roseneres. Last week, Omo board their compatriot in Inter Milan. Sadio game no end 2-2. And almost say Romubio normally is similar and the Aqua Boyani. So we should my friend Atlanta after missing Cristiano Romero. Yahu said, "Now they saw defense and I solid just like he used to be." But fortunately for them, moment to be kept with Duvan Zapata, Rosan Melanovsky, and then Luis Morales. The kind of performance as Stefano Pioli team no a diamond this time. So we who say Milan performing now it was so who's galaxy of stars. But this is a different Milan side. Almost start back but they depend so much on team play and cohesion. So where Gianpiero Gasperini or maintaining the shape now one Sasashi, one can say Cristiano Romero into change the above 4 back into a maintaining with Rafael Tuloy, Palolemo Pra into Divan James Still will be available, and then Di Marel and a best support to Sam Nantena Martinami. Ruben Ghost is the German international you know in the Euro 2020 no be able to say let back your way no so you are absent for this particular game in Chelsea Joachim Mele and the Dane international never that particular side and Zappa Costa Aquaco Johnny Omo so obviously will start from the right. Abranti Fed Mark the run and then Ruben Fella obviously in our middle of Omodaso Mattia Piseda and up front of Ruzan Milanovsky and then Duvan Zapata in the 3-4-1-2. So no penalty team set it up in the team no. Milan team no, as I said, omu matches omu bonina in the last game against Spezia, omu etimishay. Games omu bonina they are yet to be defeated in the Italian Serie A. Omu squad there intact. Just that Ombe misses Zlatan Ibrahimovic. But so watch games now. The Rafael Leone anti-Rebic. Edema Milan and more plus makers no. It has been difficult for teams. So me has stopped the Milan attack in the Italian Serie A. Napoli obi a ball mudin said they are on their way to the glory land. But one team aside very well. Jose started so well. But baby I just said in the last 2 games na Ankoyi Inter Milan or my drop with a series of winningless streak almost where team yakoso and Milan is all over the place. You expect them to this particular game again. So check on last 6 meetings opening a fan Gian Piero Gasperini eba Atlanta no maba. What me Milan wampe into only good record against team friend AC Milan. And you have Francese, Sergio Tonoli back, Carabia, Aranti friend Tio Hernandez, Simon Kaya and Fikao Tomori available. Bibia Chese Milan were a very intact squad. Omo di rum this particular game no. Omo beti me assistant yema make sure say omo victories no omo in recent times no. Omo beti me ato. It is a very close game. Atlanta sometimes look a bit unpredictable. They were to be also omo be no. Now omo quality upfront net me assistant yema mu di amomo. But again, the key figure for the two sides no. Rafael Yo Fatima Efreno, AC Milan, and again Abranti Efreno, Duvan Zapata, Fatima Efreno, Atlanta. These will be the key figures on more game, but it's obviously going to be the midfield battle. Stop Joaquin Mele, and you are good to go. Stop Mark Deron, and you are good to go. And Francese obviously will be the main heart at the midfield for AC Milan. Obe expected you money as a do. Obe team abo. So Rafael Leone and Toro between omuda. You expect Milan to win, but it's a game that looks like a draw. So win beba as do. I'm going for an AC Milan win. Spain.
Man, you what is it? Francese. When I mentioned say possible replacement, Paul Pogba.
Yes, so you Martin, but I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? Okay.
I don't believe it. Man, you for Omo Fahuda, they will pick either Declan Rice or Kevin Phillips.
Okay. I'm going for Francese. Why? I didn't know I'm going for Francese.
No, typically, Man U team, so I'm pick Africans, so I'm consider the AFCON and only one.
Okay.
Obviously, most of the black players are my team now, Africans, so I'm coming to performing.
Okay.
Even Eric Bay, how is he performing? The Jemba days, the Quentin Fortune that we're talking about, and he said, United obviously any a team for the black African.
Okay.
And having 2 English guys on my boy in the national setup, I'm not saying Francesco quality, top quality, and the consistency is not in doubt. But a Juma Kevin Phillips airball for Leeds United, a Juma Declan Rice airball for West Ham United, and said a bear me pass and say United. As these guys here home, as a black African from AC Milan, a player on sense kind in the EPL, and obviously if they want to consider a player in the EPL, that's a new English international, that's almost call for African as I do. They will go in for him friend in DDR. Or more that believe in this our Bob has shown the quality in the EPL or experience in the EPL. So coming into Manchester United, the adaptation and conquer thing for him.
Okay.
But Andy, I can assure you that he's on the radar of Manchester United.
Yeah.
Or United radar so. And more money didn't achieve. A big tragedy is a United offer or refuse to extend the contract.
Okay.
You know, this season, the contract.
So January free, eh?
Yes, January he's free to negotiate with non-Italian clubs. In Tiba season, we're going to Francesi becomes a free agent, and United is interested. In fact, a big tragedy is a Okahubi. And I'm a Francesi and Adrians will be renewed. United can be. And I'm a Francesi will be renewing a contract with AC Milan. And in common money needed in Andy. He's on the radar. You see, Kevin Phillips and Declan Rice, it will be a cost analysis very important. Which are more bono. And now call Declan Rice from West Ham, my bomber bono. They be a to me. Typical English Three Lions players are very expensive. And the demands are very high.
All right. No, Orezi point be. Ma consider a friend say, AFCON.
Yeah. Obviously, I are there United and United started here yes mano, but most of the European teams no so as say adwene ho obeka can be na players na nkasa agitati say nka AFCON yemfam free January emfanko June July European games no be off no, but then your ball one pen masa revert and they come back to January. What it means that problem and agitations will come up again. But say you pay player AFCON 2 years, every 2 years he be missing 1 month. You do that analysis, and if you need him, you may go for him. No be our replacement in the absence of that player.
All right. Good morning, Joe. This is my question. Since the referee who controlled the AC Milan and Atletico Madrid match is in suspension, what are they doing about the goal against AC Milan? I think the referee was unfair. Samuakun, who do referee Holland and Aba, who say Kewusu unisex barbering shop has switched on their TV watching you big time. Osama unisex barbering shop has opened their TV. Osama. All right. We don't go or Holland.
But I'm going to have a place number and obey you. So,
Osama.
Kevin Phillips, Declan Rice,
Winfred Didi, Frank Kessben. Choose one for the whole team for Man United.
Madam Fosama. Kewusu Unisex Barbering Shop has opened their TV. Watching you live. Please, I want your cameraman to give me the combined 11 of the current Asante Kotoko and Hartlepool players since he's part of the sports team. Hey, sir. I Tobran can remember man never try on Isaac don't pen myself. Isaac
is around nothing you want out of the four
players for United.
Now you back for
Ndidi, Declan Rice, Kevin Phillips, and then
for a pivot.
I'll go in for Kevin Phillips.
Okay.
What I say?
Sergio. It's my brother church over.
You know what be a and I say, oh, my screen.
It's my old children. You see, you go for good. I tell you, what did you want?
The high grade is a back out food.
It was.
You know,
yeah.
Barcelona bought against Atletico Madrid. Me and a quick and I'm sorry. Nah, Barca games them and saying unfortunately, they are playing against a bigger club in the Spanish La Liga. The last game almost boy in the Spanish La Liga no se do almost Lucy, and again Adeba kwa eha tima your friend Atletico Madrid near goals. Attackers the omo be Griezmann, Luis Suarez, Matias Cunha, Angel Correa, and then Omo Joao Felix. Some players we all more. Now share the quality in the Spanish La Liga and how teams open up play in the Spanish La Liga. You expect them to bang in goals, but unfortunately, goals ne mati sesi and you coach your friend Diego Simeone AC Epeno. The sad aspect they say was switching from the 4-back. No, I'm in the last few months we go for a 3-backer. Obianim what coach your friend Diego Simeone peto please. Into the game, no, in as much as the typical the game near rigid, no, you say they are heading restricting players to play a certain role or may very unfamiliar with. So when we say Yannick Carrasco, as a left wing backer, so what do you expect? So when we say Thomas Lemar, as a left wing backer, net yes said you what restricted these players. Marcos Llorente, the ordinary as a right wing backer, man of fact. And it's all about Tiasia. So about Abrante Fen current Trippier as a right wing backer. Obama Nafa. Kondobia Babeshe game in the back on what the top. Koke has always been ever present in midfield in 2 years Juma baby. And any problem Atletico Madrid enya. Their quality is not in doubt, so compare to Madrid and Barcelona. Omu team now omu de win any other so. And you expect them to perform better than this particular season in the Spanish La Liga. Barcelona airball one of their best game in the Spanish La Liga last weekend Abra omo against Levante, beating Levante by 3 goals. Unfortunately, kusa uko Spain and they almost say coach your friend Ronald Koeman on a better bench there, but game will opportunity in the last dance. We need nasa a chatwa Sergio omo that believe when they say Barca last game Ronald Koeman airborne a game at Barca against Atletico Madrid. Yentimin coach baby the problem at Barcelona Koeman Sergio omo the transitional period and they better take time for them to come back. Unfortunately, ko openi e fe ne wan la porta bu fui abra omo koko pie mu stadium de lu ko lusutu 8 ma ye fe no Benfica reason ni nyina ne say o se no expect coach ni so obebo a 4-3-3 and a coach ni decide say obe go in for a 3-4-3 formation e ma Barca ko consider 3 goals no, but unfortunately so Barca defense ne
na so mo ba ro mo tra aeroplane ro mo tra mu no o mo tefa ko o man kasada ha ko man ka bia ntro mu and o mo kola ne oh yes.
Seriously, my case, Sikana in the Hong Kong pam coach da. Basa niska into compensation. Yes, compensation I yes, and come pam coach da.
Okay.
But in as much as I agree, and I've said it on many occasions, Ronald Koeman, me feel so as a coach here, so Johnny Modibon so many than I feel say again. The quality available, especially in defense, no, for you to win games. And Masaka said within the talent factory, they have experience and quality in addition. And I've been Benfica for the debo. And one ATM Edeba. Obviously, Barca will still need to go back for the 3-back system of Abrante FN PK, Ombebo with Abrante FN, Oscar Migueza as a wing back, Arojo, and then Garcia 3-back. Sergio that's Beba left in Sergio Busquets at the holding room with Frankie de Jong. Obviously, Pedri back. Pedri likely to start this particular game. I'm not expecting Ronald Koeman so besa they look de Jong coach anymore. Now no need to in videos baby and then some coach ne kafa no before over. But Sergio, unfortunately for him, Abrante didn't need the quality. I'll beat him the original Barca anymore man the Barca pen on Saka. Memphis the pay and so on the more debony so he has been on and off, and he seemed so much interested in the tattoos near the other and the way he dressed on the field of play, and he said he was in position or no, said you amount not the best out of him. Right. But this is a game I'm expecting Atletico Madrid to win. Last season Sane Kokoye now for years now Diego Simeone intimidate Barcelona, especially in the Spanish La Liga, but I'll find a way to end a victory, and I'm expecting this game to be also. Minim Sebastian bet me a conjure magic within a split second. No my baba says and name in this particular game here. But for me it's a game for a team friend Atletico Madrid and I'm expecting them to win.
Please, if players deceive referees into taking bad decisions like Thomas Lemar did, wouldn't it be worth it to ban the player also? Anyway, I'll choose Samolinkum on any day. Amuzu Daniel Swami Magazine. Thomas Lemar do you know? So you're punishing referees. You understand? VR assistant. Player now, yes, I know. So deceive referees.
Referee no to me is a park no so. Say uko simility. O share that two one or so. But do referee no say bia o share this particular incident. It's possible that Thomas Lemar kwa who's a boy the cabo the son answer whatever it is for players on be agitate who responsibility to decide. So I will not subscribe say player no need DCV referee in player anymore. The hard one said this decision cost AC Milan. Unfortunately, whatever it is, you need to maintain any results. No. One unfortunate thing about football, I don't know. The referee take a decision near point results not standing no matter the punishment in the Bema referee.
Yeah, you think more. Good year, Musem, and Komo Kessben television, so UTA, Kessben 92.9 Accra. Good morning, Joe, and your workaholic panelists. If Barcelona don't need Koeman, they should swap him for Ole. Hackman, Woolensy, and anyway, Hackman. That was with us,
I said, yeah, you don't want to get
chopper. You was cat. Here, Kucha, Yebefa, Yedisika,
he said you really has a bow.
But you see, my dream is Ronald Koeman. Barcelona system in the good animals. Players in the good Barcelona.
Yeah.
Say you, Andy, what can I say? On we have 10 fit players. And you see, Obiani Barcelona, Beba, Oba prepare so Kushia Barcelona. And Tino, Obaqua Kono, now a 10 fit players in the Shea Barcelona, Jesse. And to resource in Ma. We are sure say. Ronald Koeman, players are Nekita Guardiola Munia de Adi, Ebi Nekita and Kaseni Bihuno. He doesn't have it. We should Barcelona starting 11 now. Clearly, the expectation for Barcelona is huge. Opponents in Barcelona will prepare massively because of Barcelona. But boys now have quality of players. At two level of Barcelona players who munim bono mujiska kesieno. Esi ato mumu muko.
Okay. All right.
It's your money now, but you know suffer together.
Maybe a narrow way. Ronald Koeman create the coach Dutch national team. Ronald Koeman create the coach Everton. I'm not sure Obi who be or no. Dutch national team are no the right. So be Freddie Ope. Be Freddie quality type Ope. The player profile Ope. Koeman and Yeshe
he was doing well with the Dutch national team.
Yes, Akino at the end of the day.
He was doing very well with the Dutch national team. Until Barcelona went for him.
Everton too. Everton so the end.
But me say Netherlands national team.
Jan Sakino. Okay,
and he was doing very well with the Dutch
percentage less than 40% were Dutch national team.
That
is the truth. He was not doing anything.
No, in my opinion is simple. Ronald Koeman has never been a good coach.
All right.
Me makaka.
Okay. Osama kuna hasa atamjini mintiminka. Na I was driving same time typing. You know, person do drive with my type open.
Now when you are crowd here, so obetimi the queue crafter. Until then, utimbe
so the first one.
We're not meeting.
That's all in the matter of chatting. Chatting. No, yeah, it was.
But I said, yeah, man, the benefit of the doubt, not first one, on your corrections and from that. We just want to pack a car. First one. What is that correction from that? So, we can't be more. Man United versus Everton.
Okay.
Man United versus Everton. Now we or Liverpool, Manchester City. So you one game, Ayana Baswa, me say Yana, my expectation is so high. But to make a continental United tie in a simple Everton game. Even where they have quality, when so betting Man United a good run for their money. Over Unas Sam Kakra. Carlo Ancelotti a series of victories in some of the games, and then sometimes or tries to beat me at least a draw in those games. And a man could from Manchester United, and last week you say game Momoba against Aston Villa. The last minute and around here friend Bruno Fernandes a couple penalty fast row. So Ronaldo and Shan you for a team like Manchester United. And OTA Tony News no na Rafael Benitez and you Ronaldo Quentin, but the fact of the matter is that say any more no be a stop on there. Greenwood is playing well, but the main man and the predator inside the box is Cristiano Ronaldo. Benitez by and why there because in the absence of Calvin Lewin, in the absence of Richarlison, and then some to Geoffrey Sigurdsson, said you on also results of when you are Everton, it's okay. Players are replacing, and there are certain players are Dimara Gray and then Andy Tan said that Mbabi PM Hono. Now I feel say Everton will players are not more than body was and in common here on baby. But say these players by the game almost performance na strength. Manchester United almost game na kwakoye dum so don so kakra, but at least in this game they will try per the record that they have against Everton on better so mo beat me aye bibi. Squad no ho, quality no ho. The only problem man is the plan and how they will execute the plan and the war park and so no any adia aye the United. Quality no mo awono, omo won say omo beat me abobo no to live up to that particular quality no is the problem of Manchester United. But at least they've not been bad. Omo finding a way to grant games and grant results in some of the games almost so abon. Harry Maguire will be absent, but Eric Bailly, Lindelof, any of them, everything are replacing. Omusha Solomon Randon, Andrew Townsend, Alex Iwobi, and probably Dimara Gray. Everton so problem with their defense. Jeremy and Michael Kane appear several times, but they do be acquired them, and these are the two key figures ticked to stop Cristiano Ronaldo inside the box. They remain a bit me on the height and say Ronaldo area boss and now be decided say obey me pick for Michael Kane to clear the lines. No sweat me up of him no. But it's a difficult game for Everton. Omube put up a test. But again, it's a game that I'm going for a Manchester United win. Chelsea again need to bounce back in this particular game after 2 games on my bar. I'm expecting them to bounce back. Southampton a team of 4 games without a victory, And I feel so much Chelsea, no. This is the right time for Thomas Tuchel to come back now beside Chelsea in the winning ways. So game one Sanko ya. So you obey feeling the real pressure of the Blues because Oba will be at the 2 games Sanko ya and everybody is quiet. But Chelsea, they don't care about the Oba Omo. So what your results now? Omo beja akwa muako and to give me one winner. Obey feeling the real pressure of the Blues. Pep Guardiola for the first time in many years. And Kayaba can Liverpool ni Manchester City. Na ye can Liverpool go so much. Na ye can Liverpool go so much consider. Nka obe expect say Pep goes now watch no. Again, the number of goals considered near Sedu Eben Kakra. But the whole season, Pep Guardiola considered just a goal pair. Go back to Pep Guardiola team consider. So that is incredible. And who signed him away for a typically attacking minded coach like Pep Guardiola. Nege opponent and also especially inside the opponent area and the advanced zone of the opponent. But again, in the presence of João Cancelo, Kyle Walker, Ruben Diaz, Emerick Laporte, defense plus Ederson Sedu, Pep Guardiola consider one goal pair. And more BRM say, oh, can't big up this particular season. Now Manchester City now big games pa. So do compare all the big teams are. Manchester City about Tottenham, Omabo Leicester City, Omabo Arsenal, Omabo Chelsea, and then now they are coming to play a team my friend a Liverpool. The only defeat Omanya out of the 4 games Omabo games against Tottenham Hotspur and Kwa. Also finding a way to beat the big teams. Liverpool so 10-game unbeaten streak at home. And said, oh, Anfield a Pep ebe in him. The Anfield is standing for. What him say one coach you're pushing on. Maybe I'll try to be a better coach. Jogging Club because Jogging Club among a series of defeat to be out last year. Said or do you know why? The number of goals Manchester City have conceded at Liverpool in several games. No, you marvel. But again, he continued to push him, and you expect Liverpool. Say, give me on Mubabe. The only problem I'm going to say, Trent Alexander-Arnold do not. It's the channel of supply and about Kwesi, James Mona, whoever plays on the left, said you Obem Papa. I'm expecting Glenris in this particular game to deliver. Again, Curtis Johnson in midfield, then you expect City midfield to flourish. Bernardo Silva, minim the Obeko right, whether Gabriel Jesus or right Maris. But again, may share how Liverpool bet to us some games no matter no maintaining their winning streak and the number of goals on my team. City where Jumae is a game that looks like a draw. Passaggio, Liverpool playing at home and won't be a favorite for this particular game.
Oh, okay. Semre Euma Nka Mesa Mwashe Dene Bema Dene motivate Jurgen Klopp among free Liverpool Ako Barcelona. Number 2, Mo Salah every week Ote Pandit in Sama Chamon Bo Liverpool for chi. Say recognition some of the man of Liverpool Omo Enfa Emano. Jamikaga and then sorry owns my kafa. Say the contract talks to Crano. Esenka if there is a club account. But as a way boy no.
On English India.
O simple answer no.
On English. Wow. Say Manchester United and Liverpool are typical.
Really no shadow crowd matchato.
On English boy India.
Okay. All right. Mako Marijata ho na ya hwede ono so ede eba abeka ho. Na ebe possible say club be free. As on moon answer. Say you free Liverpool akoba.
Say you nya sisi ya baby abasa dine. Say ska ho club would have been a better option now. Why? Because for your one coach what say what they are one and demana obetimi amomeduru baby. A typical example of a team now or they bought the Champions League final in 2012 for Wembley no. He made Robert Lewandowski, he made Mario Götze, he made Marco Reus, he made Iko Gundogan, Matt Hummels, open a friend Jurgen Klopp, 5 key figures, and these are top quality, proven at every level. Jurgen Klopp yes our players in and I see a Lewandowski. By your question nipa or the Lewandowski do this level or baby P more Bayern Munich. Inti Basa the and Kusone Dawson. Upo be obeying me up pejem. I'm gonna do that level. I'm manage you or I'm gonna do the stardom level. Obviously Jurgen Klopp now the time and again. So the acumen and the level of experience obetimi are raising as a standard to that level.
Wishing my Chelsea boys all the best. They need to win this surrounding game at all costs. Anyway, we the true Phobians are expecting Glasgow Wako to start training this week. Otherwise, we are coming to take a signing on fee. We won't entertain this attitude of him again. Happy birthday to Baroski of Sisiriwa and Mystica Abuakwa Zekov Mohammed and a day message and so Abreme and Opeyai. May share we and so or the free hand by Joe, I've noticed this, and indeed it's happening on Facebook. Those insulting you, the Kessben Sports Pundits, copy and listen to your show, because after 2 p.m., that's where you get to know that the news you discuss is everywhere. And it means with our Kessben Sports, most of the abusive Asante Kotoko fans are voiceless and do not have any information. It clearly tells you that you are the source of sports information. Yanum are there waiting for you. Please, Joe, don't mention my name. Okay, Kessben Sports, fantastic. But officer, but me modi. Okay, me call Marie Jataho na mahwede ono so e de ebre. Oreku udwe free apem so. Good morning to you and your enviable crew. Sebeya no. Marijata, I didn't know she has in a city transit Cobra. Na yenche. No for messages kakra.
Laka me pese Andy. With regards to question now Busaba, we say Salah, why Liverpool for no your man say on contracts na Andy answer say on your English in India. But I disagree kakrebi based on the fact that the last 20 years in general I provided foreigners be the Liverpool up front or in the shape of, and I say in the name of tourists. Louis Suarez also come, but near so one I say near some more Anfield. But be our kind of say certain English players be also of Fapa. We say Sterling, Oxlade Chamberlain, long list like Sturridge more almost struggle a lot. Anfield for instance. Whilst I can say Suarez and the Torres also I enjoy. So Salah a very peculiar issue. General, how are more treated on the surface of David Deeper? I don't think it's down to or not being an Englishman, but factors no baby a doso. Obi busa question back from a Dujama. Says obesity deep against Chelsea. Kwambe soon of a general. Ometimi me person day one paper far be and as a data be HMCCA. Now the 20 more provide my screen so two different situations and obetimi attacking any opponent. A very direct situation. It's not a Gary Bale at Barcelona Nasa McBatra a very direct attack and now the other screen is a diagonal progression. So from the number 4 now moving to the number 6 now striking and drop your babbage 11 babbage of course now I get into the area where very diagonal. So consider the two situations that are general Chelsea for ZH Havertz Pulisic or Doyle or Messi Mount. So I'm on lack creativity or make me penetrate into any sort of defense general institutional air core backer. That said, Antonio Conte this particular weekend make a very huge comment on Romelu Lukaku how I'm deployed on Chelsea. But general say probably about Lukaku who someone make kind of say a factual you bet me I can say Antonio Conte can based on the fact that so many managers are used to Lukaku in certain positions. Lukaku went to me more the best, but Antonio Conte can say boldly say on the manager when you are the best out of the boy. One, based on the structure and in the settings. Two, based on partnership or the man or remember on the screen you analyze Lukaku the days at Inter Milan how another game pattern or in addition to how an system was being built or designed for player and friends Romelu Lukaku anytime be realizing they say Lukaku boy no or partners are general or no more a ball but so share the course you are born from deep midfield and the man Messi Mount he's supposed to be the finisher but Messi Mount be Cretino and Daniel Bono. That is not to say Messi Mount and Timisha go money ye but at that point based on the positional advantage Lukaku na Bono Lukaku general na nice. So all share the national teams are always Lukaku ne players visa hazard for me and when you are for no on KDB mona about up front and that's so Born from deep to make connect him even the days at Inter Milan share the movement player or create space at the man more to me release Bono share a player friend say Alexis Sanchez Obiana Manchester United for our casino, but Ocean Gamer or Sate man to the continent in Tamland for any time beyond we moves inside the area. Now with me create options in space, options in shots, and not the Lukaku, na Lukaku. We Sanchez if Lautaro Martinez, another player, and movement into the box, no, I plumb Lukaku always at ease or set up at the two more the mano, and that's a Lukaku air struggle but under pressure and power. When so big channel, I was so general or the born manual at some point to meet me at their cartoon. That's got to do with vision from player friends Lukaku. So crab ball no best when your idea about who moves into the area. So on your player intelligent in the game, no, I evolve a general on to me. Now look at this. What critical bono for the toward the amount. He is the striker, but critical bono like a number 10. And this is what we call partnership. But social Chelsea, the general yana intense. Most often, so Lukaku ko boxing more. He had decision making, the action and activities across boxing and define a chemistry. Obetia to Mafena Waba. He needs to try and build the understanding with other players. But general, based on the over the time, Lukaku being with the Belgium national team, the Red Devils, or the teams our ball in Tamla where or exploding so much. I think say general say one your manager and person you're the best out of Lukaku. Just about building a very solid partnership. The man he can cross and yes, all limiting our own team cross the ball, and that is Lukaku doing the job of a provider. Now let's talk about Chelsea. First of all, Lukaku strength averagely across 90 minutes beyond 87% of the time general or Caribou no the penalty box of the opposition. So share the true balls across 90 minutes beyond true balls no the back at the two of the money teammate. General so can't progressive carry. So boy near the coin man what they call anima progressive ball no Lukaku to me Now look at the data and start a screen so Lukaku then a green now so compare Lukaku to the other strikers Aguero no the kind so 90 minutes be Aguero my 4 shots. Asana 90 minutes upon. But Odi Lukaku the other to 2.41, which means our form cry. Lukaku doesn't shoot and serve as a weakness. He is the striker and so shoot more, but he doesn't shoot. Or compared to other strikers, we say Harry Kane, Aguero, Luis Suarez, Lewandowski, all of them, including even Timo Werner or Tosutu. Omunyina 4 shots averagely. Asana 90 minutes and so. Talk about Lukaku. About 2 shots we are general. Upon them the conversion rate, and I was Lukaku betting about 2 shots. Then you know but the inability to take more shots. A general about any weakness. Now let's talk about the days at Chelsea. Anybody be a problem no Thomas Tuchel physical crowd to the Now look at something. Timo Werner no a partner was so. Look at the distances between the two players. Anyhow, Timo Werner is struggling by be a Lukaku. So at the end of the day, Chelsea will lose possession. While Timo Werner and Chelsea came under a very intense pressure against Manchester City. So a bunny say goalkeeper no and the Baba the creator so sending the long ball into the final third. Now Jonah look at something. Lukaku echo for the target ball, but Timo Werner had the second partner no when Timo pick the second ball no and Man City every ball no. Number 2. Look at the 2 players in the movement. But Lukaku jump on the free throw. A hormone a Timo Werner the same spot. Now all receive ball no a Timo Werner. A Kobana Sano a second ball no the back of. So share of course we no let Timo Werner kwa kutwemo and they're very much bad. So game no cost now such situations now one analyze say general and the pressure neighbor. So say Antonio Conte how used to Chelsea and I say Lukaku to the best effect. In Inter Milan days comment say Chelsea knew how we used to Lukaku. I think say he's talking about the understanding that's how it's supposed to be created in the final third of Chelsea a general enyan create enyan is and who and a walker. Me move quickly na match Liverpool game no kakra bi how Man City Pep Guardiola going for 170 million euros. Player in Jack Grealish. Player no only establishing who so well within the 3 Lions. No manager no kasa okako tisika kotono. Ya entire who be some manager like Pep Guardiola building one team. And I said the team for a 1 player. But with Jack Grealish, the patterns already know game no general or building team no the Jack Grealish. Always a person who do be and I saw a dodgy situation be or you Jack Grealish. I said something about this video screen about Leicester City game how I'm forced game to be played through Jack Grealish. Apart from this, anytime Jack Grealish has been the key man for team and friends Manchester City ever since or joining more. That is not to say they were not having creators or creative players. Or more Bernardo Silva, Gundogan, those players now so we share data war screen other side now let's talk about the heat map first. I'm person ketua bi mambo ha say heat map say who define general the pictorial presentation of players' movement on the pitch. The actions ni nyina okeka bomu. So this is the heat map of Jack Wilshere and I say Jack Grealish from the days of Aston Villa. But be a deep red not just by be a J-ball a movie here. But yellow ni nyina ni green nature by and a Nike can a movie here across the pitch. So this is the days at Aston Villa. Now breaking it down. What should the other side? I mean so to me our the will and the liberty so we move across the final third. Ultimately baby import ultimately drop it back in the final third and I say on Wakasani area. Move on to the next heat map of Man City are providing. And we also all limited movement on the pitch. So all the compare heat map of Aston Villa are providing my here. Once a City, you know, you're pinning it into the far corner. So you're waiting to torment the full back, you know, the movement and I say very closer to the position area. That is got to do with the heat mapper. And what you're saying, I'm about playing on quite quickly. So we'll share the differences between Aston Villa days, you know, and Man City days, you know. What Man City general only so much freedom on the movie. So once a Man City baby or jibo no kra na kakra or compared to the days at Aston Villa, but this is a player Man City and a Pep Guardiola a build team no Ediamano, and this is Jack Wilshere. Now delving deeper, so Wilshere the game always be a one-on-one situations. General, he's so good. So obet me movie into the box, even if pressure banswa, and that is the sort of player Pep Guardiola decided say general or building the team no Edia so even getting the goals from wide areas. Our Brian Pep Guardiola and the teams struggle so much. So Wilshere the game I revolver right now number 10. But with Man City, he's playing through a wing to me cut inside. They provide the game, no. Even when City comes under pressure, a lot of pressure, and that is player Francis Jack Grealish. So up from top, left wing, always he cuts inside or provide options at the man attackers, or try say when the team comes under pressure, on the release you more, about try say in the final third or move the team from the left wing and sign or Babi cut at the by inside. Talking about Jack Grealish, generally I can hit map once you can't movement into the final third and you're discussing how a basse Man City under pressure or try to obey the press resistant or obey the ball no among other players and finding positions and spaces you are releasing ball no diamomo and see akwa say Man City game no so analyzing here 45% of the passes general effort the left side of Omutim no but against Champions League Paris Saint-Germain there was a tweak, a very minute tweak in the tactical shape of Pep Guardiola, and that's what you're on screen 41%. So I drop it from 45 to 41. It means that we're forced to move their team to the right wing where Mahrez but comparing the two profiles, Mahrez and then Grealish, a bit of differences general. Forward and analyze Man City and close to chat by finishing with Liverpool. Liverpool one team general very instinctive and analyze team no almost goes a lot within the area. Team ball from within the area, they are very instant, they react quickly more than the opposition defenders. And anytime be a Liverpool area boxing, the second ball by the home power. We defend our general and you know they always want to score within the area. That is not their only deal. From distance, they can also hit you hard. And you one player pay Obia to me shoot you from distance. Talking about Fabinho, talking about Wijnaldum, talking about Henderson, talking about Naby Keita, all of them. So close any move for me and a general now cast a best stop how or more shooting from distance, you know. And started what happened. You remember the days of Coutinho from 45 years, so to me hit at the back of the net. And about the element of tactics, our club, the ideas more and some Man City air video no general. So more prepare how to limit these guys into the area or planning how on the stop more from shooting from distance. I feel chances will be created because on the last 3 games, you know, 4-0, 1-1 and then 4-1. I think say and general whoever stays very much potent in the final third. One thing I mentioned also the movement of Trent Alexander and Arnold. Shana Chipe and Alonso Ginano. The area not best serve as a weakness for Liverpool over time. But Oko up front is a source of creativity for Liverpool. Name more defender or create a lot of holes and will be an who screen. Anytime the area no look at the position, he's the 66. So between him, Oben Kovacic, no asa who Alonso Ewonechi, the area no position for Yusu and general say Liverpool for every video yeah and so mention so. The area no and Milan in the Champions League over the midweek no almost also the goal no Ekofai. So okon any more general about name more defender about it's now down to club how very shaping the tactics.
Okay. I hope some come up here for also last week. Chelsea for any Jesus.
Yes.
By we no.
Me too.
Yes, we create a problem here where you are die.
Especially Chelsea game, there's so many the Saints and the combo. The certain Adams will be there. So what did the Nkrofo kick?
Adamo. Yes,
on say Muhammad Ashemu. Jesus Ashemu. Kessben in Italian language, a church, yeah. And also the tomb when they say Muko the Saints new home. Na Adam so
what's the motto Moses ni Abraham amabufuaba
yes
abufuaba akofa so
Moses ni Adam makofa so e de naba esa uru no e solo
so is
papa Moses
apa
Abraham na makofa so de abetra chezi
nyame bu ofie
bufu kakra
e na ne ma no
twema so timu ko ba bia ne nyame ba ho de
awade yesro e body change your money tell ready. Ready for your money tell. The nipa na efum. O se mo ko na yere da no form tree. School a wo huru no Holland wo.
Aka bro for money.
So akoka bro for money ma. Nikru edi de wi ase afọ na nyina. It is suhum hene eba. Patricia Opare. Suhum hene. The baron.
Okunu na trouble for.
Okunu ko trouble for.
Ne so no so nim go ase ka kunkunta.
Open the TV. To me nim bana o close TV na. Awa Mohammed. Yeah, to us well. Patricia, good morning. I was Holland. Yeah, to us. Yeah.
So yo Aliou Cisse eno na oni Senegal for a renew omo contract. E wo mo national team no.
Yeah.
We so no no omo coach no. We extending it 2 years. From 2021 to 2023. So we kaya or a part of our squad now. A kobo the finals of AFCON ewo Mali. Esa ure mo into the World Cup 2002. Ebe the second country after Cameroon to have ever reached the quarterfinals. This was a team with huge profile. Senegal said ye tag almost as the perennial underachievers when it comes to the football on the continent. Omonye omaya omasheda maye too much quality in terms of football until the latter days. Quite apart from that, back in the 80s, 90s, how many Senegalese players can you say were top notch or who were making it across the continent and also making it to the Europe? Ubeka Julius Bukandi and then Leroy Sane and Papano and Nkwa. But till late 90s, early 2000s, that's where you saw the emergence of these young stars like El Hadji Diouf, like Khalilou Fadiga, like Henry Kamara, like Onwanu, the current coach Aliou Cisse, Lamine Diatta. These were the players who shaped up the Teranga Lions of Senegal under the late coach Bruno Metsu, who came and took over the team. A team building on profile at a point. Khalilou Fadiga was rubbing shoulders with the creme de la creme with the Italian Serie A. I'll be a part and parcel of the team now. A couple more within the Senegalese setup now. And Aliou Cisse was the man who was the captain during that time when they went all the way to the finals of the AFCON at Mali 2002 and eventually reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup. It was just unfortunate that they met their match against the Turkish. In that game when Ilhan Mansid scored the only goal of the game in that extra time game, I call it a golden goal, Emma Senegal frame. From then, you saw that Mahmoud Diamo Ebabe take over, the likes of Frederick Mendy. But Ehonum Diomansi Kamara and the likes couldn't sustain the performance of the likes of El Hadji Diouf, Salif Diao, the late Pape Bouba Diouf, Modimbo no Modema Senegal. No. So Ebedru maybe no national team. No. Atiako Chiri Kakra. Ebedru point because not even AFCON team qualify. But from 2012, you saw the likes of Dia, Damen Doye, and Boulaye Dia and Sungina Babe Kao and in Dao. So from then, that's where you saw the emergence of Sadio Mane, the likes of Karamboji, Khalidou Koulibaly, and this current crop of these guys are more the likes of Sheku Kouyaté, Omoye part and parcel of the team. No? From then, they came all the way, and in 2017, they were in the AFCON, they got booted out in the quarterfinals. And Unama, even at a point, Liverpool for Mubosi, say, Sadio Mane, Cameroon for you, quarterfinals, penalty, Obabe Komu team. No? In 2018, this coach was able to manage and take them to the World Cup for the first time in their for the second time in their history after 2002. Osa the modern mono so ebe do the AFCON 2019 final. It was just unfortunate. So Mumiti, a team that was a thorn in the flesh. They met them in the group stage and they beat them 1-0, and they also met them in the finals. And it was history that repeated itself, because when Algeria were winning the AFCON in 1990 for the first time, when they were hosting the competition, they beat Nigeria in the first game of the competition, which of the weekend game, and almost a finals. So it was history that repeated itself. And it was this man, Aliou Cisse, who was on the touchline, who took the Teranga Lions to that feat. So it's just imperative. Say what team are born in home modding. I've sustained the Senegalese team, no, and I'm also the Senegalese Football Association, no, at the contract I'm 2 years. And why lucky? Because there are systems in place that helps to churn out the talents. And right now, so watch our production line is very, very sustainable. Oko the Senegalese Football Association, there the desk at all. There be advice players say who making movement from her to her. There are teams to the BI say so break, and our teams they be oko high no be wow. And these are systems that they are put in place. Quite a part of that, Shete Patrick Vieira mo academy system on the bow. And right, the production line has been so phenomenal for them. Right now, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, and these are young Senegalese guys who are making it. They boast of the best goalkeeper on the continent right now. The current Chelsea goalkeeper in Edouard Mendy. Arguably one of the best goalkeepers in the world. They boast of the current best defender on the continent in Kalidou Koulibaly, who at a point got a chance on captain Napoli. And arguably one of the best attackers in the game in Sadio Mane. And Ningina systems are put in place. It wasn't a rocket science. And yes, fiti asiano mukoduo, the systems now too. And right now, AFCON in January, about 3 months time, they are part of the overwhelming favorites. And with that coach, Aliou Cisse, this is the guy who has made sure these systems have been put in place. So, New York Times, Elibet say, FIFA person more relocated or more headquarters from Switzerland to New York City. Now, it boils down to how they want to improve their global profile and also raking the television rights. So watch how the NFL, the basketball, the Super Bowl, and the likes are making it huge. So back in 2015 racketeering case by FIFA Sway. When television right of about $150 million was sold without like Yansheda Man Kutebu Ama, and then also boils down to how FIFA and so Omwabatua when they were deciding to let those countries to host the World Cup in 2022 Abatuo Moon say Binmato Abano, so Kaichak Blazer mo Jeffrey Webb mo Jack Warner mo. Even a Konya effect, se blatter a point in time, FBI, any Swiss Federation, or police, a carbon, a Konya investigation, and my FIFA at a point on it, Tiasi. And Pemphony be any muguase due to bribe and all these things. And the United States are, because of how healthy and how the economy is, how they are able to rake in a lot of revenue from them. So they want to take this advantage. Against the backdrop of the fact that the 2026 World Cup also will be hosted in that continent, when the United States, Mexico, and also Canada will be combining to co-host the competition. So in 2018, FIFA reported $4.6 billion revenue. So one of the things that they will be able to open the tentacles. So more revenue to that. And this is one of the decisions they are contemplating. Mashewa Kakra Seju, so far of Morocco. We say they are on the focus because in about 2 weeks' time they will be meeting our sole rep in Africa this year. Yeah. Seju, you share Moroccan league na seno. Idea very consistent is how omo coach Walid Regragui. Seju ni game bia winning in the second half.
Oh, okay.
Ni game bia and ni 4 games were putting na substitutes in a winning game no man.
One of the goals.
Yes. Actually, I say already game no.
Okay.
Said okay 2004. We said that AFCON is ntimi anko. Nti amanfo bebre amamwani anshadan ko ho. Walid Regragui no right back. Emma Baduzaki team no the bio. it was a young setup. Then time na Badu Zaki flashy out the likes of Salahuddin Bashir, the likes of Yusuf Chiba, Mustafa Hajimo, the likes of goalkeeper Ben Zakrimo, or flashy them out. That's where he brought on Yusuf Haji, Mustafa Haji Nyakitwano, Zairi, this striker of Free Bodo Ekobo Asna, Marwan Shamak. So Walid Regragui, who was the right back for the Moroccan setup in that year, he is currently the trainer of FAC of Morocco.
Okay.
Now Oyobia was even before somebody Ejumaneba Vahid Haliozic our national team no or one of the coaches almost shortlisted. And said Joe Sewasha 4 games or more within the league. Omone Raja the same points. Or more 4 games. Obia winning the game.
Okay.
Just by say Raja share 7 no concede 1. And no share 8 no concede 2. And there is one guy who is their super card, super sub most of the time, second half, Obekose trouble. Omoko fan from Royal Antwerp, or alone. Guy Mbenza or a Congolese international.
Okay.
So Joe, 3 games were by in our Beshegu. So yeah, building on the focus as work of Morocco will be making a trip to Ghana here to meet Accra Suffolk. So Samuel Bodun in Mrante, how good he is, how also changing the game. And this is a coach also a very good who reads the game, who is always on the touchline, changing things for his outfit. So Nkaibon Ede Manu. So on kai say coach now Babeshiano. So on also nya Baira Broadu. Said you kit be on LeBron anyway now the back.
Kobe Bryant and LeBron James, no? Okay.
Said you one thing is in talent wise Kobe is better than LeBron.
Okay.
But influence ehonum na LeBron eba. Say like Adoma Chedie. Chese Unimpo the basketball no. Kobe was through Chen LeBron. But say obi influence performance on the team.
Okay.
Ehonum na LeBron was through Chen.
I see.
Who say you Kobe Bryant is the one and the only player you drafting from high school. They say from high school, they say so do university and some more draft too. But no due to extreme talent, no only drew on crown mo pekin. And Charlotte Hornets drafting in 1996. From then, I'm trading it to LA Lakers. And Oko LA Lakers, one boating beer, a honum now, boa, copying so be retire. Or a 5-time champions, LeBron say a 4-time champions. But Oba on the MVP, say MVP best player of the season, and no LeBron aji 4 times, and no so aji 2 times. Okay. Oba All-Star MVP, so no so aji 2 times, and LeBron so aji 4 times. So when you talk about exertion of influence, so bidding influence, batim no so. And no dear LeBron was so Kobe. But talent wise, and LeBron is the only player said you from 2012 to 2018 consistently find a piano ball.
I see.
Consistently from 2012, no Miami Heat team na any OKC Oklahoma City Thunder boy. In 2013, no Miami Heat team na San Antonio Spurs boy. In 2015, then time no back Cleveland Cavaliers. Omoni Golden State Warriors. About 2015, 2016, 2017, and then 2018. Then time so now also Cleveland Cavaliers. We say no Cleveland Cavaliers no ba Miami Heat no mushishi ni JC. And now obo no say wanya dream say ese so kon na chiri Cleveland Cavaliers. Unso mo Ohio. E hono mo na ewo no. The oba na omo win competition da. On the influence of the Kabum on Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love mo, Tristan Thompson, J.R. Smith mo, under coach Tyronn Louis. It's me we need a competition. Now Cleveland Cavaliers no would go down 3-1 in the series, which has never happened in the history of basketball before. And that was the year Golden State Warriors in 2016. No more winning. We say about 82 regular games in the season. Out of the 82, no more lose only 9 pay.
Okay.
And like unknown and an influence LBT. So talent wise you go for Kobe. But influence is for LeBron.
LeBron James. Okay. Our Mohammed. Now what team be a foreign even also support to?
Medium LA.
LA.
Okay.
Make football, yeah.
Yeah, we say Barcelona.
No Barcelona for go away. Marriage at Barcelona. And the Barcelona.
Liverpool.
Barcelona.
My Liverpool.
Me Musa has no idea that. And I'm saying now.
LA was from Barcelona. Okay, LA do Barcelona.
Barcelona for me and son studio. Wow. Okay. Enti ya kikamba fie gise bia naro ewo mtemba kwa na mienu bi a ode betwa na matoso na fie the local stories no ayede aka nyina dumienu Ali Baba Prakasa Dankambari eba betranse oni Ziga na omode a breaking news no abro baby a wo bia. Joe, good morning. What happens if a player passes in his own half and the ball hits the center referee and then deflects of an opponent player in an offside position? During penalty shootout, who decides which side of the field the penalty should be taken? My regards to Tapin Merchant, arrested Amsterdam. Wow, that was arrested. Okay. Mama, fee. Hey Joe, when will you stop your mischief? Oh, why? By the way, Franco Naro, stop Franco Naro from saying okay. What a mischief, Joe. Okay, where is Lamani Wawale? Lamani Lawale, eh? Is that the name?
Mamani
Lawale.
Abdul Rahmani Mamani Lawale.
Audophobia, and the player going in Dibo. What's all Lamani Lawale? Okay, Obusabe Bio, Malambawa, Adujama, Audu Untiminamri, the Otroya Namade Abano. Judging Club 2 and English, Karaga is an English, asking why Klopp isn't adding his voice to Salah's contract. So I don't think it has anything to do with him, Salah, not being English. BM, Ona Odi Way, and so Ebreye. Yeah, Twaso. We I say good morning, wishing Chelsea. Baros Kessis, Rams Makai message here. Wedding Kai Akai, Dada. Mamimfa Bakun B Enka Honafi, Anaru, and so Emrem. If Barcelona don't need Koeman, they should. Oh, okay, I'm so Hackman, Willensi, Mekaina, MC1, and also the for Sambaye. Please let Andy update me on Mason Mount. Will he be available for Chelsea against Southampton today? Naru.
Okay, so Joe, two issues quickly. First of all, my main concern.
Yeah, maybe lines no. Now, man, for if you issues now, man, you're going free. You're going to be no. Mudi abansana ya discussion na nkasa diaba.
11:30 game no. United lineup no. Goalkeeper David here in post. Alestel is on the left, right here on Wan-Bissaka, Varane, and then Lindelof. And Obo McTominay and Fred with the holding midfield. Interestingly, Paul Pogba will bench. Obo Antonio Martial on the left side, Bruno Fernandes in the middle, Mason Greenwood on the right, Cristiano Ronaldo as the centre forward, and only the starting 11. Okay. So
the show is live and clear inside Asaiman Katamanso. Okay.
So sports any politics your bedmates. Na Mpempi say politicians they involved in sports no ya na news. When it comes to politicians influencing sports, developing policies for the development of sports, and I say, putting infrastructure, and there are several examples. But when sportsmen ever rise to the highest level of political positions, you know, and Shada knows to be brave. In fact, there are several footballers who need in common about politics, so as a sportsman, about politics, so on person no can be. But in history, at least we've got a number of famous sports personalities or rise to high positions. Political history. And of course, you know Jesse Ventura, the WWF guy, you know, in the 70s and all that, or rising mayor of Brooklyn. You know Vitaly Klitschko, currently a congressman in Ukraine, Kiev, and the way of course, the highest of them all, George Opoman Weah, our rising former Ballon d'Or winner, or rising Babaye, president of Liberia, or the president of Liberia, and in fact 3 days ago, Manny Pacquiao officially or announces or retired from boxing. All his achievement and everything in boxing, you know, it is well documented. Obian spending time on that, and he's been a congressman in Philippines for since 2016, and they were finally officially say Opeso Kovai no the president of Philippines. What made the whole thing very interesting?
What the lineup upon a say me I feel I'm him was look sure instead and I see Ronaldo and so I see 7 and so our bench.
Let's stay on the left.
Row.
Let's stay on the left.
Then it means that I got this one from Footmore.
But Pogba bench said in every kind.
Yeah, I got this one. Yes, I think the difference in here look sure in for Alex Telles.
Okay.
That is the difference in main. Okay, all right. And Cavani ahead of Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah, Ronaldo bench.
Okay, thank you very much. I think I needed to refresh it. So you, Pac-Man, obviously as the day go, because you be shall say I share.
Upon Nanka o Messi ka titi just say trust me who can me match me upon. Okay, yeah.
Nanka ya share ni say Pac-Man beti ma ye upon we ade ni bi, but my dream so share Philip o dynamics na very very interesting. First of all, our president Rodrigo Duatete. And Sabi Bonini Nema Odidi nti abani ne say after the first term 6 years term no obedino and ya dey say ombema ne kwa man stand biom. But the interesting thing is that the president ni ready say obekwa akoyi obi vice. Embra abani no from say obe contest after the first term no ewie no he is contemplating becoming the vice of some other candidates. Uye no free honuma ono ane ba oye mayor enso so no or try her say obetumi the Sarah Duatete no aba be replacing na. Interestingly, Manny Pacquiao need the president notice no mu belonging to the same political party APDP no, but only president nani nhia into attend ho akofo menede. So president no bebreji dey say osuro so free so obi obebia hwe obechina tum because Oman Krofo Eukrum ye pa. Once again, Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest boxers of our era, is vying to become a president of Filipino. We'll be interested and we'll be following it. Sergio, finally. Ante Equia Chuabano, Adiana Wayeno. Adia Upa.
Why Frenchua?
Oh, Ante Equia Chua. Inaki Williams, Mammy.
Okay.
I take Juaba Nadiana Way and say you Nanyi easy. 203 games consecutively for 5 years in or missing league game that.
Wow.
Every year 38 games. 38 games since 2016. Or about 38 games in or starting or boning 38 games consecutive. Season way from 2016-2017 wa boni nyina etwaso sa tinanu di oye ababa ya abakosema be that Spain se nipa ba ko wagina ne naso 203 continuous league games obodi amani team Atletico Bilbao.
Okay.
And the story is very interesting. This is the boy yedene ko Spain no say ya no mu na no mudene koye na ni din naki no opanyin bi a lawyer ni bi and we two maame no on say ne maame ne Ghanaian ne papa ye Liberian tom kodru Spain na lawyer ni ka kire ne say e ka kire o mu say o mu kan kire o mu say o mu free Liberia na e ba krom ho no na Liberia eno mu free ho no mote eno mu ba na o mu free war torn country eno ntie ba gi wo mu ni ape baby am mu atena ti akwada no na o din dadade na nso so enam say nipa no bo maame ne papa ni nti Omode ni din Inaki no eto Inaki Williams. So this is the boy just this January ni ma me interview on Moonlight sunyane ochire mu say nti abrante ne mpese obebode ama Ghana Mr. Ghana approaching severally but my he's 26 years now or say senior Ghana for the deep players at them say kokon especially a tournament na anye nearby omutimi di atema ma bi kane maame no de asamoa jani o maame de eye mfato ho enti sebre bia obebo eye Ghana o mebo ma Ghana no ebebem no omu family in discussion omu ye no o kobo am ya be yaye ya bi di atem ahwe na mo be koto na me na nko yi afi de ne e be di nyina atem enti twan kakra se Spain for ne be frewa or qualified to play for Spain or qualified to play for Liberia or qualified to play for Ghana. Yes, we bought youth side for Spain, even some friendly we bought them Spain. But he's not getting the call up. He's 26. a consistent attacker number 9. But those strong Crawford. Now, person, we should can say, it will be a football near door. By any to say, Crawford football, they have family. It will be a born no crown, the desire to win and get famous no crown, or mono person is any criteria and your penno. But sometimes it doesn't work that way. Okay. It's a do baby. Kenya circumspect. I'm thinking that a name I mean I open up no. Say GF force approach you maybe just maybe they will consider, and I'm sure be able to catch them say Nike Williams or Bagana CCI your team sheet and he will start.
Okay. Na baby o person ko ball no omo fan boko dey especially with blacks. I don't fan boko.
You see
Balotelli eso omo Magana Obama Italy. Omo mania of fame.
Sergio Balotelli dey do baby on no Suban.
Suban no we onya nwura pitch ne ma so call ono anka say Italy country no so wo amo na kra before so ba kick ball pitch no hulu nothing dino.
Oh, say no, you're different from say, and we racial.
Uncle Nigeria. No, so
watch my mem found Spain. Message with the Spain here. After winning the first European Championship. Diego Costa. Where these are Brazilians. Africa for Diego Costa. Any Marcos Senna, 2 Brazilians.
Now, even you see, Spain horn one can say, Sergio Ribao, Mijitum say, Spain Chromo Honomono, or your black sir, or Mo Nasan Kene, Adam Atrori, can so influential member of the Spanish national team. But he's not getting the recognition. Inaki Williams, he's done more. Spain, how many strikers? Yet he's not being called. But I'm saying that the reason we should also be circumspect when we are insulting players.
Well.
But I think say a GFA name paying for no said yes such a person no. Now that Nipana open up no, find a way to speak to them and then get the boy back. Say yenya has no doy. Yenya ina has no doy. You can't say omra. What is social media Ghana for? Yenya ye born and song. The word is ye born and song. Ye tuno for some moon see chroma or the chroma they are the pebienia. Chroma now baby. They read it in the social media.
Right. The show is live and clear at Achim Osunase Pine View Hotel. Ni anyway aba inside Achim Osunase. Yeah, that's pa ni kwe yensaka message no ewaha. That William guy should ask Saka, Rashford, and Sancho what happened to them. It's not only in Ghana. And we get players to play for the national team if we only have serious scouts. We'll get players to play for the national team if only we have serious scouts. Coach Ole shouldn't struggle to beat Everton today. And we need that 3 maximum points badly. Wishing my darling club, Hearts of Oak, all the best. Patulani Service Ashtown. Dodi Baye and so no. Yeah, twaso. Upon Mami Show Kakra Nafi. Sergio, they are contradicting themselves. At least we have all the differences in this team. So what's the problem? Medindam scouted cold players like Patrick Dodu and co to blend with the experience. Maxwell rescued Asante Kotoko from a moment, and Korax already made from 14th position to the 2nd position with dominated lower division players. I mean inexperienced players like Anaba, Rahman, Mensah, Felix, Okra, Donko, and so many of them. The unknown or the lower division players have been playing better than the radio overhyped, already made players in 2 decades. Bakwin was moving around to Liberty, Heart of Lions because of injuries. Zito, as youth coach, as youth technical head, developed Okra and co for Maxwell, and that's exactly what this management is doing. Upon the way also Abreme. To me, Bayraba will be the first, Honorable Aziz second, and Inkum third. Okay, and also no. I need more examples to oppose your competent team. All right. upon the way
comment
oh why not me family calls kakraba
okay no
na fear they can local source no asante kotoko NCC no so akọ sra team no coach Prosper Ogum any players no ama SMCC ho so bebre pre-season clubs no bebre eguso din anya some good okra media man nya nteso mo kru makra ene ewie omo bo anyo vacancy
Asquad Deportivo
yeah ewo Paju right
yeah.
Okay your news how do free clubs no and so Golden Boy Abdul Razak o say aye Afcon Ghana yen kwahwe o ana wankasa o ka say o say yen kwahwe ni frizo okay there is yen kwahwe say ko get trophy no the yen di an say yen timi en ko get trophy no yen ni o de sem kakra and so atuja glass na wako akasa eho mrebema any other local stories via bamfo epese omo ehwe kakra maybe lines no pamcho ubetimi afre na efri dwada bepem ene memendei je opese oka ho asem kakra mpacho wo ba sabio na why decent kakra ewo language ni mu so wonu se obe attack obi abedi obi atem dia enya dia makoy ma se na ye to ye bu church nsem mu no saa na also tobo na asembia obia no fatuga na chichirim. Hello,
good morning, Sergio.
Good morning, Etienne.
Your friend Alaji Denta, I'm facing Nima
Accra, yo.
Sergio, Mpacho, Coach Milovan, squad now, the betu Jano. Me pese me who, what criteria, you see on different squad. If you say, Usha Ismail Ganiwa, for the past 2 months, on board. Usha, since we Premier League, on board. That dreams players, on some board. By a banistan and omo enya kwan ewura national team no now omo active football Europe any house of folk players omo active football no till yam fair omo national team nti me ntiasie na kumaja asante kotoko de team no egu and so omo mpenifo amfom na enti forma ansa na ebebo first 10 matches no na prosperity na o wadane jobless e Ghana me da say
wow yatia Nima Fonina. Okay, yababa na fi yade mitwa for 10 calls na fi dia kanina no yade aye mpezemu e wo studio ha. Hello,
good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Me bajo na moya de.
Nakopa adumo na unso e.
Nakopa me bajo Rich dini e me do man transfer.
Okay, Rich it you.
Me de enana pay so yada match. Na ujemoni na ginadia mabwa mayo kanya ngupo nshiramo na kumaza zante kotoko na me bom kaya na test players no mo sejo ne meti na video mone Justice Bay yeah we no credit
I do have it for become as much why
okay na Man United so yesro mo sene yenya batene yesro mo umuntu menwene match maye ngomo nko said the last week no moye ye ne bi yesro mu yewene ne nkonko toso de be ya league so be tinaje ajo ya da matimo ne nyame yeju
yeso ya dasipa ya toso mienu eni me fa 10 later na masan abiebiu na fi madwenche no mo de aba amse munya branti so do de bae no ana hello
professor wasura bobo jo lake
I just do that.
Huh?
I just do that.
What is the idea, Totos?
The floor say.
I chose Totos. So are they? Alright.
Kasa.
Okay, the one more can I check simple.
May you have Fiswati?
Mr. Now, I mean, long. You organize a friendly match be man and money. Ni kesa sana mwenye kwanza na masana na nambwa yo
bajo say
na kesa mo organize match man na kwanza na masana no ayo masane
come dey assess no
aha
what you say we be that so be fa coach na be man match ansa na wa fa no what be that
ze ono coach ya cho ze 2 years no nya active ana yeleti ana ke man match bi ai
so prepare team now couple matches.
That been Kedi can man friendly match me here.
Okay, yo, midase. Mami jumfriso. Na mefa de oho and so embra. Then of course as we for Hana we have what's going on. And I hope a problem be my me safe home. All right. Our security and said you are about kwa Mickey. Oh, koba mintiasi. And what before we not hello.
Hello, yeah, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Because
Danko circle, yo.
Na bacho na guy no first no as a kotoko ye no on count kotoko biggest in Africa uko Benin just last number as you are so Benin what you almost kotoko amani kotoko as in complain kotoko na lady na ya ba bon flying roman uma be one day yin na yin baje
Okay. That's it. Ya chuhu bia odankwa sekla o say Kessben Sports for say omo echa no ye papa. My next caller aba hello.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
Boss, I forgot any masumo apantment pon kufiati no chatwich.
Okay, I forgot it you.
Boss, I no pay me and now we tunati any do me die pa mo di man yeti fonia. Boss, mami kami koto kwa kakra na koto kutino yesre penny for wo mu se omo 2 players omo 2 players na afi no omo ba koto kutino tuntum be wo mo edibo wo ko for player ko di jesi chano kura na ko tafa bi so mu de oye no ho ye hu players bibiga this year we se player bi aba no ase kotoko na penny for akwa koto de na ba so ba we ni perform enti dada na ewu no mo abo mo hu omo no and I'm telling you, for more winning a momoko. Any up more than the 8. Now they tell me a tin for flow. And I see a design with him in the team for flow. It's a champion for one form with Nancy form. Nako to continue and better at Chago to continue Bata. Yes, I know you're church, you know. Now you see a high bar. Number 10 with us a former signal to player. As a Franco Mamusan and your panel, signal with America. Now they're for that. From the Waya na say walo bone bla nti ana say Franco na mama mehu
Mrs. Odro America.
Okay me that boy.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah that's it pa. Kakakra na fi with the 4 and so at the other local sources no ka ho. Hello.
Manyan. Hello.
Wanya. Hello.
Yeah, Joe. Good
morning.
Ana mpacho mo.
Yami adume yo.
Yo, edevade. Asem kakana. Ani pese mi un. Kwa mpoku sika no kre.
Uzaze kwa mpoku sika ba no kre. Okay, ombe you no why?
Yo, ana afi. Omni man. Pensem no akwezi say.
Ajo omni why?
Emmanuel James.
Okay, yo. Yeah, that's pa montro ni na nto na fi mreno edu ha na eno so okay. Fufro enso aba. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Last year we decided assembly for Kotoko team no. But with the Mustremo, we decided Kotoko team no. Board na yena na otunfo etino. Konfo be le wo mo ba be kom team no team le tiwadie. Now so ye hu say team no e si down yena na otunfo de na no boss the team ye bosom no. Be che no so a. Team no ta na ye be top players I wo ya team ya mo ba enkoso. And I think when folks who baby say, and young from you chaba a winter. Yep, about Dr. Chi. Any a CEO or must the only no young young for any other thing with a coffee that. They do with that.
Hello.
Hello.
Like I say, what been today? What do you say? A pet comfort cutting no one.
Oh, there's one say team no, your team new ra. In a team new ra and say team now players in April, a bosom. And I minimum chains on mini, your baby, bosom beyond your comfort or come bosom. No home bosom next year. Where you say, if you never say players, you grab a back because of team one, and you can crack a bit your team.
Okay.
It's all team me a bosom with ya. Now saying you're top comfort. If you are paying for cry, I found me a 42 for your pound on my body. Once a year, sit through for bar. Dr. K, me name the Jebe, me so quite sorry. Christo Libian or come bosom, and also bosom. Aha.
Okay.
But your master, no.
Okay. Hey, Asem Kasiana, Ode Abetuwe. Okay. Intina Tisa Santi Kotoko, as Yenya Busuma, Obokom Kotoko. Na wachile Kotoko Chiwadi. If it's a team, no, wow. What do you make question there? But I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Papa Laka.
So.
Yeah, Jekuma Adams in the United States of Kropo.
Okay, yo.
A minute that's him will make cry, but offer and say yes and Papa Bia and a my yekan. Because then cat Kotokono, Yamok Akunyamano. Yea, soon as say, yes, more heno. Nenka, Yama yekan, say, Yampo for food. Nay, academics for every so. Yeah, running from him, fear me can't ask him. We. What did I make them? I had a gain up a year and take out a cohen. I want to cheer me. You want to coach. Not obey you. Now, coach, a melodians will be kind of support to the power. Like as a man friend in my Tanzania, my son. Tima, I back on a Venezuela, the fireman of Venezuela, Andy, on Kevin found my wife. Get a man friendly match. Pans on your cotonomento.
And I'm on Trasimilana.
Nadam was a Montrasino.
Me Busao, Musana Mediana Maker.
The media for one I'm going Fabao. And the mono de Mocapano 1 year can view.
Okay, yo.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, I come here nu anamien sape na fia bjafo and so me daddy akadina ede amamo for the adi kwetiri pa. Hello.
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Ajo Kasefri
Sefi.
Sefi Hifa.
Sefi Wood Western North.
Okay, yo, yenti we everything.
Even me teach.
Okay, yet you.
Bamcho, na moka mzalo. On say, mom, dear, sa apkaka na munina kapis. It look a present quite a training. Now for him from mom about to be a quacobo. Okay, I ain't here. I can look a present. Could be quite a low and one motive. Or when I say you are no my tree, like no more at the above brass. And so, there was a fire ranger for no team down there. Almost what I had. No piece of Baba. They could come out of you has any. Instead of corporate now pump. A few be out of players, Papa, or to better not pump up. Nani upon some I must be able to. Bye bye.
Wow. I don't know. I established that now, so I had to focus in. Say, conference mom cake here. I didn't just say, and I was I had to focus. I am for na cake as answer. All right. Me for back open kahon. Na fi yenso yemfa de akano entoa muso. We are later. I'm remember my message be lines ni bi. Hello.
Hello, Sergio.
Good morning, boss.
Good morning.
Ajo why new Kasefri?
Sergio was in the Kasefri of St. Patrick's Hospital.
Okay, yo.
The Sergio, the person we say, hey, Ghana ha team be at all. Players, small boys, they are the league Ghana. And I feel so na am ponsano. Me sure Oniska or Debe Kotokotino. HSA. So your players are all to turn a player or one players and or they back Kotokono. So your players are what a free in Timuna. Or the players be bring free in Timuno and will be on the Timuna no ha or Sianko Fanaba. In the end, the Munya said, you know, my or no. A players as they say walk Kotoko because a very man or Jamfia last year in my Jamfia, you many in Ama Kotoko. Now, because a player we won't be any year, not players by and other Belgian league and I think they say they are academy or me do me dancing.
So yeah, that's it. After for no way, Mr. Moa, I need him move in here. Why? Na later, Rebema, Masai, Eddie, Aba, oh, Manu and Sigrana, move free. Andy Cam, sorry, Mamimra, Franco Naro as a more cobal for phone now for Hanamu.
Yes, questions neighbors are I say afraid the main people involved when your authentic information. In fact, you need the people who matters, the big boys didn't come out about these issues now. The BBC first of all, no BBC said justice play. Yes, Kotoko Enyanewi net saying. Yes, Kotoko ni mediama kasa. In fact, Uti mediama 70,000 Ghana cedis. Almost over the market to 70,000 Ghana cedis. That is the amount of the Amakotoko. Yes, they will come back to them. In Tisani Udika the two Gano. Mediama Ebe Kumasi Aba Beye start your training camp no. Justice Blay Anka maybe. But then omuni kotoko kase wie no omunte kotoko nka sebi omu betua scan na na se omunti mintua 70,000 no. Intimidate masai gususu ne Justice Blay kasa se kotoko de na anye ya on extending the contract emfama medium abobuku no. So as you speak, that is the situation with Justice Blay. Medium plan B. And it's another omu plan ba kone say se wanya nkokotoko ne dia omube renew contract no edi amano. So contract negotiation talks negotiate koso name kotoko ye ready so meko akofa dia 70,000 Ghana cedis any sika mediema pedia free eya santi kotoko we are no so free one ma agadas there no omuma kotoko 14 days to make payment. And as you speak, Omunya Entimi Intia Seskano, but Agadas is training with us and Tekodoko. Kotoko so here in Soya Umboa say, Omubi Pisca de Aquacutia Mediema, Ekanafi transfer deal no, etimi I go through. Sejo no pay Kotoko training session. Na former deputy captain, and no main friend former Emmanuel Jemfi. He was there but when training, not a touchliner. Or share a training nibi. Jemfi was at Kotoko's training ground. He didn't train with the team. But the other players no mukaso mujamu kwaino and tumianko anko ye training. Asante Kotoko se bibia me bomwa and ne echina ombe move to Accra. Na omako ya hoboaboa no mudo mani ahwe Dubai for omu training tour no. And all things being equal, they will do some 2 weeks training tour. Enti we num news kakra if you oba. But mini can farm anontum. In fact, reports me reporter na me sumano say on monitor name, and he tells me there is a boy from Amsterdam Awaba. He's a winger, very pacey and very skillful. And the training grounds in Grofoni Genopa Kotoko is yet to register him. Say very young, pacey and very skillful. And the all Kotoko training grounds on Unsuye training honum. And they comment to me and they say small boys na Kotoko de Omabano Omoyadi. Say yo, my main fire non toto upon message no. Me just sure say me and I say mente mu bi say boys na Kotoko de Omabano Omonyadi and Omonimbo. I'm not against or make opinion on the young guys coming no. I've not said say any right. Tim we are between them cry ebefra. I'm saying maybe no matter is a year bebano, I won't comment on it again. Because my comment is that yes, the guys coming in is okay. But then the problem was an established players no Mujo Mokwaino. To say Emmanuel Jemfi, to say Anabila, to say Kwame Adom Frimpong. I think that these guys have proven say too much Kotoko Jesino no my Anabila. I think maybe Barreto and the matters any idea moano because on the evidence of what Anabila did at Ash Gold local Black Stars, I think that if Kotoko Mano another season looking at the talent and abilities need they will prove in football in this country a beer under a new coach he will thrive and improve in Tibia and Komuma and another chance Kebeboa. Habib Mohammed, I said once again, say, Usha Habib quality now. It's so difficult to let him go just like that. But at the end of the day, these are opinions. Over here, be information available to management and technical team. We don't have it. Omukeka indiscipline as me, I've not seen the indiscipline in the issue. But at the end of the day, they are running the team, they take the decision. So for the new boys coming in, I don't have anything against it. Those going and I'm Fuzenka Omuya Humbibia and Kebeboa. Say you say Dubai training tour the Baswa. I did Beboa Santi.
Upon a Bossa Felix Anan, Anaba Kojopu Kunomi and Kuala. Upon okay, later, but as I say, we everyone so upon that time no only Momopa Anabanum Felix Ananum. Any Kojopokunum, baby, free, baby, don't go rare. Our pons only in Kalani, they
don't made them no crano. Some crown or Dumbai, no. Did they win the league? They didn't.
Okay. Before so we next one, Mammy, who will be was answering me? Okay, answer your next issue.
First of all, you go back. Who is the biggest import from the Kotoko under 20 or the youth side? You can see ID. Can you compare them to? Or any of the young stars or Maba?
And I say Akof.
Or Francis Akof. Yes.
Akof 30 was one of the big boys.
Pick it department by department. Defense. Koto young player be nom dana ba o chechi la Eliasu. Isa Ahmed. Awa Muhammad. That center back from Ebusuan Drafts. Rashid Ismaila. Koto young center back be na se we mama boy. Come to the midfield. Brother Kitim had Chipsa and Michael Asante in midfield. And Mobi Remfi. We are talking of Kotoko that had Steve Nodu as their playmaker. Omo Isaac Bache, Omo Nana India. Kajupukuma Hala as the backup. That is Kotoko Naekan. Ye can Kotoko of Alessa Samama Kweke. Koto discussing the tournament in the bay. Ye nya players na Omo free junior side eba obi abe perform chame Turana. That is the standard. Inti Kotoko decided to almost blended the old plus the new one. There was nothing wrong. But we don't just try and create room just to find Winnie and Philly baby. Because they do. Who doesn't know Kotoko going in for grade A plus? Who doesn't know? Is it even debatable? No. And the names are there. You can check from baby Ebeshe the baby see there from your Sachi Lupokumo, Robert Boatemo, Samuel Bakamo, at the Bassa baby see. A certain level. On check it when the professor play no more can Michael Anabanuza. He came with the last of Kofinti Boati and all those players for Kotoko. We are talking of Kotoko. That striker Natala Samoa. Ye kaba kuno ko editina no jampu bebrebe no. Bene champon. At a point Kotoko Ameture Bene champon Natala Samoa. Ya Mohammed in Timi je osasedo oye indiscipline omze ko under 20. That is the team we're talking about. And Kotoko under 20, we cannot ignore near J2. So he's one of the biggest brands that she beating Yaka.
Near J free Kotoko under 20.
Obo Kotoko under 20 that.
Not cheap.
Yes, Obo Kotoko under 20 that. But Oko not cheap on so that.
Before my under 20 and son of
so what I said you. And you beating me a mere example from Razak. And no, I'm about
Felix Anam Cross. And what
I call bomb deal with Mohammed Gabo, a coach. How many times have Felix Anam call loan or Wafa? How many times? It is a do. You bet me I give out to us, but and no
men fasa names now who born on credits on me and Calabia could recruit to
Eric Donko and all those guys. I could go a single for the boy. As a left back. And no, Meka Harrison for the NO has now for 4 years. Meka Jordan Opoku, who was part of the Ghana under 20 then. Now I quite brutally twice. I quite see a kind. He was young but had huge experience. Michael Akufu Mobile, they were already made stars. Now we have platform no be at the home. And he said, you can buy young player and then actually more say you can have Vinicius Junior at the age of 20, who has experience than a 29-year-old player in the Brazilian league. Inti baby as our players na coffee fans and mobano said you these were players very young, talented and huge experience in the Ghana Premier League. Inti say assume Messi ne sunyane nemano they are not the same.
All right. Naru Twaso, when I speak, what answer does media know? Because I feel we busa say does be latest.
Yeah, me chemu.
Okay. So and I be on one.
Kotokone Mediama at the ABC 70,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Maybe I can quote my source from the president of Mediama.
Okay.
Osisa Mapaka. 70,000 Ghana cedis. That is our last demand.
700 million.
700 million.
Oh, okay.
So baby free and baby.
So that's about.
And they are waiting for Kotoko to come and say yes and that they are paying for him.
Okay.
Media man so full the boy in the contract akaka krebi. They are not too sure whether Kotoko will come and pay. Until the Omoya and so Musane boy no negotiate.
Okay.
So currently the negotiation is ongoing. Media my team no Kumasi. Pre-season Omoya wa and Kranza Warriors Kumasi. Pre-season Omoya wa say teams are Kumasi pa a pre-season. But justice play because of the contractual issues. Our money media making tea. Or maybe.
And in to say.
I'm sorry, okay.
With my training?
I'm sorry, okay.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. That is it. That may can be about the training tours and take the Kobe Kono Dubai.
Okay.
And I'm saying that I'm told that there is somebody, I kind of say, Obia like Nitrimu Yaoya Santiko Toko Chiteni Pa.
Oh, okay.
And on Wafatun also all sponsor this trip.
Oh, okay. Wow. Do we to?
Yes.
Wow.
And also
it's Nipa team you.
Easy.
Wow.
And the team will be locating to Accra tomorrow.
Okay.
All things being equal. Now, Omo move out to Dubai for some 2 weeks training tour.
Okay.
And say, this kind of training tour, no, a boy team spirit, a boy team building, because for 2 weeks you are out from your family, more residential camping.
Okay.
Into one new players, new old players, no, a blended. They are young Kufani at the Bamontem. And my coaches, it's me monitor players' movement, or feeding, or BBR, or medics, everything. So for those 2 weeks, they are under close monitoring, and coach Nsunya the chance to get to the players at any time. So person could play biwanajo and in a kokasa a philosophy they are able to do it. So for me, if the trip comes on, it's something that is extremely positive for team as and they will come back refreshed and prepared for the season.
Okay.
And for me, something very good. I be boy team. And run a bay the job baby. Sikanabo. And Penyiba who catch him say any Algerian guy not the end of the two on no. Send but say you switch code now or no the publishing way any different. And they scan by. But the most important thing now is that the money is in.
Oh, okay.
And at least GF in 10%. Kranza Warriors now says a 15%. Yeah.
You need less than that,
no?
You don't know. Okay.
It's around that.
Okay.
15%.
15%. Okay.
On the basi and Crawfordian Dumania Buse. 300,000 euros. Abeto Kotoko accounts Crawfordium Chaman for Nyabo Trekakra. Emma Santi. Because GF 10%, and quite 30,000.
Okay.
15%, you're about 45,000. Wow. So some 75,000 euros every mudada. Me share correspondence a course between FIFA and Kotokone USM OGS na Neil Ifori Kotokoloyano and they involved. I'm not too sure say Oye Juma as a management member of Asante Kotoko. In Tiskebia and Koloya for no Muye Juma no. What I say? Otherwise, Ubehenan Kibia law firm be ne into law firm no and so be charge Kotoko. But as it stands now, once is a lawyer of Asante Kotoko on a regular monthly basis salary of $2,000 every month. I don't expect to be a Becca say lawyer for being a koye into so percentage. So roughly 225,000 euros for Asante Kotoko. And but I hear Crawford Tiago Kotoko so say mobro.
Oh yeah.
Ubiati Siskaba a dear Oka say Usikaba, we Usikwam Pokusikaba, we Usikwam Pokusikaba, we Usikwam Pokusikaba. Jafed Obehena, Ibia say maybe Chris Canasa. But I think there is some Crawfordia, but some of them as a Kotoko stick it to a payment plan. This canon so would be to HD.
Nasamani and 300,000 is Kessben our clubs our Africa a top players in more than 1 million euro. More than 2 million. If you got top players, are more aware for sir.
Yeah.
In TV for a very long time. This is Kawika Krewiyaba.
225.
Oh,
we had the war training who some now.
Yeah.
No, scanner by 300 and there was 5% addition on the count.
Okay.
Yes, 5% addition was calculated to add up.
All right, Yanko. Next. Over our comment, Abdul Razak, the Golden Boy. We I agree with Golden Boy Abdul Razak. The GFA should start camping our local promising stars, promising local stars. Also, these activities should be overseen by the coach and his assistant. I think we can generate good local Black Stars team where most of the players can fit in the main Black Stars and compete at the highest level. Dauda, Debibi, and the way about Golden Boy, Yinti Golden Boy.
Yeah.
At home, the coaches there warning, and there should be time to call locals, and start to work with them. Said no. Ye boss Sunday, Monday, anaju ya any china obia drink cry. Not Tuesday I started, not Friday I release you. Would the American over team because you don't want to miss even that last training Then you share Sunday. Timu we call it be an Olympics abo. Olympics players who national camp. Yes, we be 5 or 4 be that game no more din. You should use them more. Nanka a free outside. Ebo boy. Benya standing team. By a Fred do na yes COVID we no mun kwai now we there. Say we Fred look abia only confidence. Banka all man cham abobo friendly matches bia na a standing team. You need standing team there for now for AFCON there. Be din kakra.
Abdul Razak.
Sergio, good in Asemino can Kevebuaba, but practically it's a bit difficult to be done. First of all, say your local Blasters into your standing local team. But how do you get there?
Camp
in the time when I be campion.
Also, match we no be a fan car poor and cry. And you now one cry and match and I knew Monday morning now one cry. Only team the be training copim time over a day or two before also there now to camp.
First of all,
yeah,
players no more clubs in India. And we are the first thing. Clubs, same fan say you season more. House of Folk the players, Asante Kotoko the players, Altu the players who do be training any team or jelly. Or ball match we I will say Altu player non-concrete, non-question national team camp. Who is paying the player at the end of the month? Is the club. We are no side the free one man. We are sad the new year paper. Player now obeying a chance. About national team matches 1 or 2 no. The next window he's out of the country. He's no more a local player. And Tisikana are buying investing or such players in him. At the end of the day, they will travel out because in recent years, almost alpha players or many chance. Above 4 matches for the Black Stars, they cease to become local players. They go out. And something and Kebeye, but it one the we are never. But the next Sunday man say, yo, we are fa. A nema too. Either say obetiti player in that way amanafa, then the team not turn at the end of the day only local player people. And now say the team no be to say. Player no Asante Kotoko coach pressure on so the player no ball ni wie ya on national team camp 2 days to the match no tukwanya saba the next game no jiremu boama the club. How does it work? It's still going to be difficult. And enya Ghana and Kwana what that situation. All other countries, Africa and Europe, they are not getting their players and the FIFA I lay down rules time and national teams walk on so we invite players free clubs. Our clubs are obliged to release them. You're synchronizing a FIFA calendar. Your times are to release players. So it sounds good to say that, but in practice, it's a bit very difficult to get these things implemented. Clubs may resist it. Now, so man resist it. Now, on your players now, on your chance for national team match back no free your mind, no circle. And the agents near they are all over the place. First now, the only source of contact to a player through the club. And the clubs the team is sitting on even offers, and it's not easy to do that. Technology are advancing. Amasa Niema we know. It's golden. It's going to be a brilliant idea, but you can't get these boys camped for such even 1 year I'll be your maybe to my age, many more than the things.
Okay.
Well, I have it. What do you know? You're on point. I feel so. They are looking at the commitment level of these players. Maybe I should say, no. Compare the foreigners to the locals. And that's national team. How many local players are starting? Tell you how many of them. And I see any local player you start for the Blasters. The only person closer. The last time Fatawu started, we've seen Ganiu also started. We've seen Abelu also started. But you omunyina so it doesn't look likely so or started. And again, them say Akwama Lucas be say sometimes we need to give them opportunity to play. Boy no deliver. Ganiu for me super. The game so abonyina super. Fatawu in the game against South Africa, for me he was just okay. But in second call up by needing him. Okay, will be the Sabeloa, on also lose the position. Into Ganiu na the mainstay. A Shaku Fatau, it doesn't look likely see a friend and match will be booby. For the moment for us, I come at the archer say, do we be months there be I continue to give me a call up. So I feel something in fun because I've heard Malik Jaber again also come about having a local standing team. But Franco, I feel so money now share corner becono. Omun now share say players no munya chance to the national team. What omun's destination all these bow down to the amount of money as a Joe Idira league in him. Okay. Say you will scar player no both season we near the Neko local blaster and all back near Trianica year push so out. But a player gets opportunity or a debut in the national team for just few minutes. That's a deal again. There are players and so many debut in the national team, they are still in town. In Tiname, last now so and Biano Nyani debut for the national team. But he's still in town. Fatawu is still in town. Ganiu is still in town. Abelua is still in town. Ghana is Saturday.
But so Nimzawaku, age 1 or 2cc.
I'm only talking about local players or munya chance.
And I know Ganiu office bano. But some way say how
they are still office. Ganiu
they are still office on Ganiu.
This is you. Okay. Your national team ne na call a bin na nasem na ni kakra. O see e create and you need believe Milo. But you would say on can Milo. Who did you need?
What's your name by day?
Say Milo. Oh, me so yamre.
Yeah.
That is
sorry, man. I say onyan zero onyan. Can no buy and go. Na place na ne.
Yes, and at the time.
So I say, what they compare other clubs, other countries. Any more boy onyan sir because our quality ni obi.
Okay.
And other African countries, you know, with your quality, homes is here.
Maybe almost in that is here.
Maybe doing players, you know, almost standards is here. Maybe no. The Milo or Yamre.
Nemre so na contract obe sign 1 year pepe.
I'm going to have corner wa fail.
Yeah, fail.
But e dia na ma ye mpenim fo no mudi anim no e so sure that Ghana e be di afcon.
Nipa na o ma contract no so unhiamre. The ono so be di contract no so unhiamre. Yeah, ye betima atara.
Nyamilo na make say you. I want to know why everybody, including the leaders, now is so sure Ghana will win the AFCON. Mimi said you, I'm surprised.
Past glories in there.
Now say 40,
it's two glories now.
No say every president is so sure, the president is so sure, everybody is so sure Ghana will win the AFCON.
Africa be a some because so I didn't know.
Okay. So I mean, Nipa Penny Cronusia.
BYC, and I say one.
BYC.
Yeah. What's my name?
San Pedro.
And then Sokoto Kumi, you want to say, Past glory. We level no form. And the biggest FM.
I because the Ragu. Maybe Nim Class.
Your level with Ghana, you can't go to AFCON. I will
interviews you win trophies with Ghana.
I will.
Oh, say, that is a you. Nippon TV on Yajuma. Okay. But Onyaji Jumana, the Bayanas Ubeinadi. Ubeinadi now at least what Jebo Sumia Ketua 12 months and not 10 months. No, the
So it's good that Kumasi Asante Kotoko is going for camping in Dubai, but we should not forget about the weather there and here in Kumasi. Wizkid, Udwefri, Anwaga, Sobolo, and Abba. I don't miss Kessben Sports for any reason. Okay, that was the Abre. No. I believe player retention all boils down to salary cap. Players should be paid well, and they are bound to stay. Kofi Amponsa, the Mesa Sisia, and so different Konongo, Abreye, and so Debbie, different Konongo, and so Abreye, and no. Me busa o Paki, so Paki free to buy. I'm say week here, no buy. Last week here, no Paki buy.
Kofi Ahisame, he also buy week last week here.
Oh, okay.
Nana Kofi Ahisame.
Oh, okay. And I'm some go together,
I doubt it.
All right. And your Pakisi Dubai, I'm so the Inukra Bamiki, Fatu Swenche. Fato Sumami, 35 degrees Celsius.
Weather.
Or say, yeah, at times it may drew 37, 38. Or say heat I want to buy is you know.
Yes.
And that's some good. Also packing Bako. Or say on why dark or shit. Could you be a week or two or so by was
on the normal room temperature 25 degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And to say I can't 35
air conditioning
35 42 near their natures a
horse yes.
Normally umko training tours and most of the time they will stay inside.
Yeah.
Because heating is serious.
Yeah.
And now I'm not here from say heating a bone. Training time may be on best schedule at times on bay training be near
okay.
Because weather
weather and your heat, you know, too much Dubai say yeah, it was so young other issues. Where we would know Mamin call and the Kems away. Andy now Obiso cancer can see a Milo at the selected players, no. Now on Tiasia the Cruntia Ganiyu.
Your friend because you really
now how to foot players no more active on African
a real league on the 17th of July 2021. Now a free basis at time Ganu is training. I don't know say obviously dreams and so I started preseason. Richard Atta a part of the House of Folk team, and then he's playing. Fatau Ishaku, we are in TSA Division 1 for the master or money man. So you say, what's any panasam no can
I part of the list?
No,
the Black Stars, no.
Local place in Namabon. Inti Ganiyu or more match by his active. Or for be the member for they are training or more preseason, so we're active. You talk about Richard Atta or you're active. I don't know about a Fatau. But you again. I asked Franco Taka say Blaster na to the beer coaches never say team. Inti players na omuka hono. A bibia or a part of the 18-man list a coach they come match. Now when you be bar or believe or ye call up also a man opportunity. You can disagree. Remember disagree with the that you now TV 97 days and normal ball your man chance man against South Africa. The obi disagree as a do. But again, it is not just about the locals alone. Joseph Edu, 14 minutes Celta Vigo, said their last 4 games of Mobi. But he's part of the list. So far, Celta Vigo former back almost central defenders now, or rank on the toss of 4. There's Moreno, Nesta, Arojo, Yusuf Fofana. On that, yet the last person, but Nidika Blaster squad. What about him too? I feel say. Has to focus. Some of us are really concerned. Say a better call out without our best player in the league. Obit says Salif Ibrahim Di Maria. Ya can't consistently. So at least we need to give him opportunity in the national team.
When I choose you, Salif was the best player of the league.
Oh, so what? No man best player.
Jeff, if I was.
What? No man best player.
All right.
And it's a joke. I feel we say. Oh, you need different option.
I do.
Okay. It is a joke. Oh,
Twaso.
Okay. It is a joke. You believe it's such player who play for House of Folk and is playing in the Africa Cup team. He deserves a certain position. Richard Atta, you know who say goalkeepers more the born of feminine. Yet in Babeka. I feel say you can consider Mu Alasa or Roberta Dusua. Fatau call for me. He was just okay. I don't think Philemon is a better right back than Fatau. No. but in Pennyfo and as a coach there in Ephraim, just like their central defenders, I wish think any of them, you consider any of them in the national setup. But I feel Ganiyu, when he's fit, when he's training, Sergio, he's a better centre back than the has Ewono. In this or more, Sergio, and your
Champion Joe, my Kotoko people must appreciate the fact that with our consistency, we will continue to sweat for good results. It's not rocket science. The way we keep changing teams and a technical team almost on daily basis is very dangerous. We are sadly unable to manage our players to keep them together for even one season. It's a big shame. When are we going to finish building a formidable side to start winning laurels? Love and see. Ajumawura Silver FM.
Sergio, me assure
Ajumawura nankasa na diwe yaba.
Me assure say Ajumawura concern. Enu na msa me express here edu baby and Crawford feels that you disagree with the players no more. One major issue is the number of players coming in and players leaving. That's the major issue. Last season, 12 came in. A lot of them went away. This season, 14 of them are leaving. Obviously, they will be replaced. Into Animra Honsone be about 14 as our account. And clearly, yes, sir, and your project to be back as a project, I would free one phase and through the next phase. Last season, there was change in terms of AM management. Into Bia Omu policy difference kakra ebeba. But the same management now there's a change in the technical team. A good number of players are also coming up. Until at the end of the day, Seunya 12, 14, 10 players in additional a more team building. And that is what some of us are against and are talking about. But not individual particular players be or more added or more to the team.
Okay. Let me see a pushy also be a Moana and pushy for a Safwa, Ghana's most beautiful Ashanti region, the original Homa Ashanti region. No, Safwa, yes.
The last time
Safwa, 713. Yes,
because me contact with Ekuya.
Okay.
Ghana's most beautiful. Then actually Obabeye or the four Koko Tinri.
Okay.
And near my Rabane Yedeboa region, they are there was Rupa.
Okay.
At that time, I'm a programs manager of Fox FM. And near my Yedeboa region, they are there was Rupa. So I think that BBC Bar is say a programming nationwide, internationally.
Sure.
But at least let me see the only say Nikuma
in the Safwa star 713 star 13 hash. Now was selected 3 for Safwa 713 star 713 stars 13 hash, and then you select 3 for Safwa. Into na 11C Ajuma or say Ubia and I don't know. Okay, Yan Twaso.
So any latest on Emmanuel Jemfi? We be asked question.
Emmanuel Jemfi.
Oh, some catch right. As we speak now, the process no enye we can say created. Jemfi e mo ko training but ne okoye but o te one training. He is there. The minimum say Adriana Stars guso ene kasa say omra. But Jemfi penyimfo ne kotoko penyimfo nkita wodie ne enwie. Maybe there are conditions that ought to be fulfilled. But as far as kotoko is concerned, players in Watrena omo say omo ni omo nya adwuma omo hia omo no, they are still in the process of terminating the contract. Omo nya dream bia say bia omo besisa age omo back into the team.
All right. Can't stop laughing at Razak's interview. He's very funny and a hypocrite. As well. Wasn't he the same person who said he was willing to collect $5,000 to coach the Black Stars? So he knew it would be difficult for us to win the AFCON, but still wanted to coach. Hey Razak, is it jealousy or what? I stand to be corrected. Andy and Naru were surprised Afutu was earning 600 cedis monthly salary at Hartlepool. Why should he be surprised? Some sports journalists earn 300 to 500 monthly. Some don't even get salaries. monthly, and some also earn smaller allowances, but very loud on radio. Can the GJA come into it and on their behalf? I need education on it, narrow. And what's the PFAG also doing to help the salaries of our local players? Because some earn 150 Ghana cedis a month. Michael Abebio.
Michael, yeah. You don't need any education. Abrantiano, ahwasem na aba, say obetina ontra, and you can the conditions of services. And it's in tier when renew the contract of House of Oak. And you can say, yes, Afutuba has and say, Bibi are now new bia. At the time I Oba signed some 4 seasons ago, no, they know say fatano. But as the last time I will be free house, now he's on 600 Ghana cedis a month. And I said, say, such a player, no, after proving so you good, no, who tries to be renew the contract, who are raising the contract, no, Eddie Akosro, said the Bay, I'll believe now my futu trawa 600 Ghana cedis a month. Now for 2 years, all Boshe go and no Jia. What they are making few we now say the contract fade as well, we only renew our own well.
They are crazy 600 Ghana.
But in crazy 600 Ghana cedis. There is this boy who has.
Africa correct.
Yeah, it's correct. Sergio, it is correct. Wow. He was on 600 Ghana cedis. And what do we it's your any day. Since and
the contract was signed, you know.
Yes.
Into what you think of Basrono. So time they think mano
a contract extension. Make I say make it that submission. Me Koti needs about at a point in time. Now Obian and say has made for no your friend NBA. NBA Nete Boche Afutu. Okay. That is 2 seasons ago. And I know cancer as a chance say 2 seasons ago. Now fade the house ajia to me say Afutu a mainstay player at House of Oak. It is 2 seasons ago and now can 2 years no. That was the time I was expecting there. Okay. House of Oak did contract extension and improved offer. I bema and then Juma Oyeno atentam. But Oman, yes, sir.
The next time,
and Central for market to Susan.
Oh, man, no, didn't.
Sabin Predia, sir. Yeah, but we are talking about sports. We are not talking about journalists. No, Michael Abebi, we should get it. Cameraman. Cameraman. Yes, argument. Rebecca said. Ebi a cameraman no mutwa matches no. Omo pictures nye omo mfo nyini nyefe. Omo nkonko twa omo ho. Omo koko twa match na ekoso no. And Central for Betran, they are not here to discuss and Central for. They are here to discuss sportsmen and women. Okay. We are not here to discuss journalists. We are here to discuss sportsmen and women. That is our job. Inti makalabe bi unimi adwuma na sia ya chiro mpacho.
Though in your introduction, you said Glasner Awako has spoken, but you and your panel didn't say anything. Okay, say briefly.
Osi media and you see a platform from promote local players.
Yeah, okay.
Sergio, Obia or Sefata so appreciate media and a pa ye glassing.
Kobna hin takwa.
So be help media na bomechia. Glasson only that moral right to criticize the media, say him promote to play. This season, again I am finding a Glasson Okruma.
He's been promoted
all over the place. Need to hear Glasson picture video how many times. Me best place in the Ghana Premier League in the Bedem Janum. We've promoted these players from the last team called relegation to House of Foka.
Yemfan komotucheno NC Hanum. Now local transfers so moye hoj makakro. Osai Ashgold. I'm told say a woman up to Monday. So the necessary sanctions be obiano on the mano. Still I'm so report to you. Okay. Okay.
Appeal for fun.
All right. I think Heart of Oak is being unnecessarily soft with Awako, and it's becoming a precedent for them. For now, Awako has proven to be very unprofessional, but Heart of Oak have aided him to act more unprofessionally. Boss Osman Dembele treated Dortmund similarly, but he had Barcelona on his neck with a lifetime opportunity. What is Awako's case? A player who is less than a month into his contract with his new club, acting as if he has already paid his dues. Awako might have genuine reasons, but he wasn't smart enough with his conduct. Boss, Awako can't be bigger than Hearts of Oak, so they must act strictly on him. Also, I'm hearing Dubai training tour for Asante Kotoko. It might sound very pleasant, but not too necessary now. They should allow Dr. Ogum to settle. The man has a huge job to prove his competence. We from DD Honum Young Fancy Amreko Ali Baba Dankambari.
Announcement back up. Yeah, justify Tech Police Station Park also. Until will be a player from 16 years to 20 no be me a foul.
Oh, okay. Only one
Galaxy from Penny.
Okay. Do me no Ali Baba Dankambari Baba Fakunyano. Nan tentem or the breaking news now to Amos Yadama Sepa Yakupon Shramo. Nyame boa edwade bebe yebesan ni mu asia bi 100 nkomo twetwe no AC Ali Baba fa akunyano